Hello! Hi, everybody, and welcome back. Post-holiday ridiculousness, whatever it was that you guys were doing, I hope you had fun. We had, of course, a more muted holiday than usual, but, still chaos. Small, sensible gatherings, etc. But I hope everybody had a good time, got fun gifts, gave fun gifts, did whatever was necessary to enjoy yourselves. And, hopefully this new year brings all sorts of good things. It's been harrowing the last couple of days, but we will get there. We will get there. So, no real announcements other than now that we are post-holiday, our schedule should be a little bit more consistent. At least I, for the foreseeable future, do not have anything super pressing on Fridays, and of course we'll take it as a week-by-week basis, but hopefully we will be back at it and with regularity. No new announcements for the channel or anything like that. Just kind of keep on keeping on. Anything you guys want to announce? All right. Such as it is, we shall get into it. So, last time when we played D&D, our party had finished with their encounters in Port Kaze, and were making their way to Hatsu Village on the banks of Lake Kuzu. This trip was going to take 3 days by cart, which a lot of you and Hachi, your new courier, came along with. First day of travel was of no consequence. The second day, you encountered an interesting scene with a obliterated caravan. Not caravan, so much as just an obliterated cart and several ravaged and broken bodies scattered amongst the roadway and trees, where two large red-skinned oni, some distance away, were fighting over a chest. Similarly garbed to one another and wielding much similar weapons. They argued back and forth over who would get the chest, it seemed, and you guys were able to sneak up on them and dispatch them with impunity. Beyond that, and getting a little bit of treasure from this, you headed back on the road and made your way to Hatsu Village. We find ourselves in a somewhat idyllic landscape. Marshy grounds surrounding the lake itself, much of the roads and pathways being raised wooden bridges, and narrow causeways that kind of create a network through to the drier portions of land. You guys had gotten there, and in looking around, you found that the lake itself had a unique quality to it. The surface of it was extremely reflective, to the point where you could not actually see below the surface of the water. And that struck several of you as odd. In kind of snooping around, you found a few things, including an older gnomish priestess named Tsujime. She was attending to her shrine and teaching some children about the local wildlife and, plant life, when you approached her and asked her for information. In doing so, you ended up, or I should say, May ended up helping perform a ritual with Priestess Tsujime in order to speak to an ancient, mummified monk named Monk Sayonji. He had been buried on these lands to help sanctify and protect them. The ritual involved a speaking with the dead in front of the statue that had been erected to honor Sayonji, and the smoke of the incense formed his face around the statue and spoke to you. You asked questions about where the piece of Orochi that may be hidden nearby could be, and in doing so deduced that it might be under the water of Lake Kuzu. You did a little bit of investigating and found that in the very center of the lake, kind of set into the bed of it, there was a large kind of stone flat, almost like dais or set piece, with a smaller, though still large, kind of groove in a wide rectangle set directly into the center of it. You returned and decided that you were to rest for the day so that May could spend the next morning preparing a control water spell. in order to be able to properly part the waters and give you guys an opportunity to investigate this stone slab. I will say the architect was extremely excited to use his boat. And that is largely where we left off. So we will pick up at the following morning unless anybody wants to discuss anything happening during the evening.
What did I need my boat for?
To get out into the middle of the lake. Because it is a sizable lake.
Okay. I can swim faster than any boat.
Yes, but you had to take your companions with you. Not all of them can swim the way you do, and your boat can open up to quite a decent size, if I remember correctly.
If you say so, I had to take them.
You did go in beforehand by yourself. Well, Lee went with you. But...
You and Lee went in to explore and found the stone dais or stone slab down at the bottom.
Got it.
It was Cirrus that went.
Oh, yeah, it was Cirrus.
It was Cirrus?
That's right.
Okay, that's
Cirrus.
right. I remember somebody went with and just like latched onto you.
Yeah, I can hold my breath
around
forever.
Yes, that's right.
Being
Cirrus.
made out of air and
yes,
Yep.
that's right.
Yeah.
Cirrus can hold her breath indefinitely. So.
Yeah.
All right. Well, the next morning greets you. You were able to stay in and around the shrine. There isn't really much of an inn nearby. They're mostly just people's homes. But around Lake Kuzu, Hatsu Village is a very pious area. There is only one head priestess, and that would be Priestess Sujime. But she teaches many of the children and many travelers and pilgrims who come through about the lake and its history and Monk Saionji. And so you were afforded quarters within the temple. They were modest accommodations, but more than satisfactory as needed. And you wake to the smell of freshly cooked rice with fish. You are able to collect yourselves and gather in the main chamber where food is being served, and are able to go through your morning routines, selecting spells, doing what is needed.
I always eat in private, by the way.
Okay, so you collect your food and move on to a private spot up in a nearby tree, and then probably return shortly after you're finished.
Yeah, and if
You
I
do
ever
pretty much the same, but not quite so private.
You're doing
if I
some
ever
weird shit with that.
can't find a space of privacy, I cast minor illusion to make like a curtain around myself while I eat.
Okay. Easy enough to find privacy.
You could just hide under my boat.
Yeah, I'll take you up on that if you ever offer.
Alright. So what would you guys like to do?
I mean, is there any reason to not just go to the temple?
I mean, not particularly, unless...
Anyway.
Is that the consensus then? Nothing to want to take care of ahead of time? I'm just giving you guys opportunities to deal with anything beforehand before going into the temple, any preparations you want to make, or etc.
I just need to make my potions, but that's done almost instantly.
Okay.
So I just to let Kyler know, this would be done not hiding, but also not particularly in view of the party if nobody's around. But I'd be using Find Familiar to get myself a little newt.
Okay. A little newt. As you set up your ritual and go ahead and go through the process, you do summon a small newt.
And then, mechanically speaking, that's just going to be vanilla. You are limited in terms of what you can choose.
Yep.
But I think mechanically speaking, that would fall under. I don't think newt's an option, but frog is.
Yeah, I mean, it's a small amphibian. I don't have any issue with it being a newt.
Yeah.
Yes, Ark.
I'm also going to put my my homunculus back together since she warlock kicked it last time I played.
Okay.
So,
as you take the time to return your homunculus to working order, your little mechanical dog, Your little mechanical dog, too.
Dork.
Yes, I know.
Haha, you're a dork.
You heard it here, folks. You heard it here first, folks. Good God.
This guy playing Dungeons and Dragons isn't even cool.
Right? God, what a
They
loser.
never are.
Do you even smoke with cigarettes?
Do I
Do
even...
you even vape?
All right. So, go ahead, May.
Sorry, May clearly prepares control water.
Okay. You went through your morning prayers and speaking with your Kodama and organizing them like a union. No. You go ahead and speak with your Kodama and prepare your available spells for the day. And as you all finish your morning routines and finish eating and whatnot, you gather outside the front of the temple. The lake itself sits probably no more than 100 feet from you.
One more small order of business
Okay.
to take care of prior to that. I've got my newt. The only other thing is that after a night's rest, Ray would probably approach Cirrus and thank her for the letter.
Okay. Cirrus, Ray approaches you with a thank you for a note that she mentions.
Now, out of context, or out of character, I don't remember giving a note. I think this is something you did potentially to.
This is not something I did, but as you would know out of character, this also isn't something you did.
Oh, really? Interesting. Okay. Yeah, you're welcome for that. Sometimes I set my spelling, and I get a little self-conscious about that. Would you mind letting me see it and seeing if I can change some of that around?
It was perfectly I mean, sure. How was the spelling? Was the spelling good?
Spelling was fine. Seemed
All right,
perfectly
in that
articulate.
case, yeah, I mean, I suppose if you're trying to better here.
Yeah, it's a weird thing. I like to give people letters, and then I like to get them back and hold on to them. Is that weird?
At this point, Ray's rolling insight, if that's okay with the DM.
Yeah, please go ahead and roll insight. And Cirrus, I will have you roll deception, since you are in fact lying.
That's true, I am lying.
The
11.
important thing is you already have the note.
I rolled an 11 as well, and I have no pluses to it.
I have a +1.
Okay. So, 12?
No, I rolled an 11 with the +1.
Okay,
I
okay.
rolled an 11 with nothing.
Did I link that to you in...
Some people resolve ties by who has the higher bonus.
Huh.
Yes.
That's not
I
a
resolve
strict thing.
I resolve ties based on who is the on the defensive here. Since
Gotcha.
Cirrus is on the defensive, you don't feel like she's being entirely forthcoming, but you can't really tell what it is she's withholding.
Okay.
But I will send you the note.
Thank
if I
you.
can...
Well, I assume that I received the note.
Yes, I'm just finding the actual.
Oh yeah, I handed over.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm just finding the actual language because
I handed it over prior to you. I think I have I can dig it up for you if you like.
Yeah, I was just looking for that. I've got it here.
All right. And then James had a thing as soon as you're done with that.
Yes.
Is this happening within earshot of the rest of us?
I don't know. Is it?
I would have probably tried to catch Cirrus off in a corner, but again, it's not one of those things that I'm actively hiding. So it would be something that you could conceivably overhear, but I'm not going to bring it up in front of the whole party.
Yeah. And Jeff, I sent you the text on Messenger for what was in the letter itself.
Righty.
So, yes, Ark.
Ark not actually interacting, just walks by, seems legit to me. And keeps going.
All right.
I stashed the note for later reading.
All right. As you stash the note, a lot of you find yourselves gathered outside the front of the temple. The edge of the lake about 100 feet from you.
level am I? 10. Sweet.
10.
Sorry, I'm coughing as well. It's water.
But just
I'm
you.
choking
The rest
on.
of us leveled up when you were gone last game.
Mhm,
Oh, shit.
That's true.
Well, I only needed to be level 10, so it's whatever.
Did you guys level up?
No.
No.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
DM.
Yeah, but the DM didn't level up, though.
I was just sitting here like, when did I say that?
Okay, messing with James, I'm all for. Messing with Kyler just
That's all right.
it invokes the rocks.
No, it really does. I mean, well, kind of. I mean, you guys can do whatever you like. Just understand that consequences are mandatory.
I have not seen one piece of rebar yet in this campaign. Don't threaten me.
I mean, you haven't done anything to deserve the rebar.
Yeah, sure.
All right. So, what would you guys like to do? As level 9, such as you are.
Excuse me?
Or 10, or 11.
We've been demoted.
Yeah, you've been demoted.
I'm confused.
No. You guys are level
We got
10.
less.
You guys are level 10. Sorry. I don't like doing that symbol anymore because it's Proud Boy related. I
Me too.
apologize.
I do it all the time. I hate it.
Right?
Wait, hold
it drives
on.
me fucking crazy. Like,
What
I
does it
talk
do? I
like
don't do
this,
it.
and it's terrible.
Oh,
I
okay.
know, I
I do this.
can't.
Got it.
I'm like,
I do that as like a customer service thing. It's like that's my like have a good day. Like I do that. And have a good
Yeah,
day,
like,
and I-
A-okay, this is
Okay.
not me trying to do the Proud Boy symbol. That's the...
No.
So are you aware of the context in which that became a Proud Boy symbol?
No.
No.
It originally started as a 100% piece of satire. Like somebody was just like, okay, imagine if they were like white power, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was 100% made up, and then
Really.
they fell for it, started doing it, people started laughing from it, and then it stopped being funny
God,
because they
it's the-
100% just ran for it.
It's Pepe the Frog, but with a fucking hand gesture, and I'm so mad.
Yep.
Yes.
But yes. We'll do the thumbs up.
There we go. The thumbs
Bisexual
up.
finger guns, whatever it is, I don't know.
Yeah, or like a hang low, like surfer kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that. Yeah. Let's bring that back.
Just
Good with that.
throw up the peace signs,
Yeah,
Careful
there we
with
go.
that one.
right? I don't even know what that one's supposed to be threatening. I just talk with my hands, I'm
no,
sorry.
it's like middle finger in some countries because
Ah.
they're the bow fingers.
Oh, that's
Gotcha.
And if they ever caught an enemy archer, they would cut off the first 2 fingers.
Gotcha. So then they...
And then you'd have people running around doing this to show that they still had them.
Haha. I like that actually. That's
There isn't
good.
a single digit I can use.
Not really. It's going to piss off some country.
Right, just elbows. Elbows.
jazz hands?
Jazz hands.
I don't know about. I guess that one could be like. Never
No,
mind.
don't ruin it.
I'm gonna leave. Okay.
Just leave it alone.
Okay.
All right.
Back to the game. Yes, Ark.
One small mechanical thing before we move on.
Okay.
My hat, my wonderful hat.
Hmm.
I dropped one of my infusions and infused the hat. It is now a hat of disguise.
Okay. Did you get rid of your helm of telepathy, or are they both?
I got rid of my eyes of the eagle.
Okay, so you have your brain helmet, and then on top of it is your hat of disguise.
I just stack hats.
Yep.
Fucking Team Fortress kid over here. What is happening?
All right. So, with all of that defined and understood, what would the party like to do?
I think at this point we're going to the water
Okay.
for the thing.
Architect, do you bring out your boat?
Yes.
Okay. As the architect begins unfolding his boat, and laying it across the water, it has grown to quite a decent size, enough to accommodate the lot of you.
I'm sorry. For a quick thing, like how many feet across is the water?
The lake itself, several hundred.
Mhm.
It is a big lake.
It depends on what size shoe you wear.
Are we talking like over 300 feet?
The rebar is
Or-
coming.
She asked if a big lake's only 300 feet wide, and I'm getting rebarred?
No, it's about it probably is like close to I'd say 800 or 900 feet, if not larger than that.
Okay. That's right. We good.
Okay. Yeah, it's easily about 1,000 feet across.
Okay.
So just over 3 football fields.
Yep. That seems big enough.
Sure, I know that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
those things.
Yeah.
Could be even longer than that. It might be, actually. I'm not good at landscapes, so we'll just say
Yeah, me
about
either.
1,000 feet.
You could tell me.
This
you
is
could
a
tell me
water
what
ski.
you
I'm the fucking Rain Man of geography. About 1,000
Yes.
feet. Sorry, it's the about $100 reference. It's okay. I may be the only person here who's seen that in any recent context.
I think I only know the fucking toothpick counting scene or
Yeah.
whatever.
Okay.
Anyway.
As you guys pile into the boat and begin making your way out into the center of the lake, takes you not terribly long, and you
once
do
again
find
not on the
yourselves
boat,
shortly
instead walking.
in and about the middle. Looking into the surface of the water, it reflects light all over, and you cannot see through the surface.
Kurt, did you say you were walking?
Yes, I'm walking along the water.
Yep.
Instead
Whoa.
of riding in the
Oh my
boat.
God. Wow. That's
I'm a
pretty
ninja.
cool.
What you
That's-
expect?
No, yeah, it's true.
I mean,
He focused
Jesus,
his
ninja.
chakra.
Yeah, you gotta
Jesus.
focus it in your
Thank
feet,
you.
don't you know?
Okay.
Totally a
now-
JoJo reference, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yes?
Now that we are at the center of the lake, I will look over towards Yukio and just say, "Could you make sure you're not standing over the ruins? I think they're around here, because I'm about to do something where you don't want to be there. You
I
should
mean,
just
I'm just standing next to the boat, so
okay.
wherever the
All right.
boat is, I
Everyone
presume
keep
is
your-
there.
Keep your hands and your feet and your arms in the boat. Steer clear, and I'm gonna try this. And I
Oh
will
boy.
cast, 4th level control water. I'm going to aim at parting the water for up to 300 feet in a straight line right over around where the top of the ruins are thought to be.
Okay.
So it should create a 300-foot Moses-like trench in the middle of the water where
Mhm.
there's no water in the middle, but there's a big wall of emptiness.
As
Hopefully centered right around the ruins.
Yeah, and as she does this, May kind of walks up to the bow of the boat, and then folds her hands in a form of prayer. And for just a moment, you see all of her kodama kind of form up around her, standing on her shoulders, hanging off of her clothing, and just gathered around her feet. There's a flash of divine light, and then suddenly you see the center of the lake as it begins to move and split, opening and then creating a deeper and deeper fissure, seeming smooth and seamless, not a tumbling cascade like a waterfall, but just as if the water itself is just filtering to either side as it begins to create a deeper and deeper depression until it opens wide, 300 feet in a straight line, opening with steep walls to either side of pure water. And as you do this, the reflected light still reflects off the interior of the water, so there's just this valley of brilliant diamond white glittering light. And down below you see silty, earthy bottom and a stone dais, a plaque, probably I'll just show you. Find yourself on a stone piece about
Looks an awful lot like something to fight on.
40. Yeah, about 50 feet across or so, with a kind of a raised area in this, or a smooth area in the center of it, but then a square sort of carved out of the middle. There's still stone in that middle portion, but there you do clearly see a seam that runs around it. about 8 feet by 8 feet. That's what you see. You guys can make your way down to it however you like.
I am sorry that I couldn't part it just directly below us, but you see, I need to be able to talk to cast the spell, and it's a little hard to speak while you're, falling down a cliff of water in a second or so, because the spell moves very quickly, as you just saw. So it's up to the rest of you, I think, to get us to the bottom. We have about 10 minutes, I suspect, to get there.
Yes, Ray?
I've got Featherfall.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh.
So I believe, it's choose up to 5 falling creatures within range. The creature's rate of descent slows to 60 feet per round until the spell ends. If the creature lands before the spell ends, it takes no falling damage and can land on its feet.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't have to bother with Cirrus or I.
Mm-hmm.
So I think there's plenty
perfect
plenty
for everybody.
Of slots then.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, I
Can I
definitely
just,
need Featherfall.
Can I just
Yeah.
slide down the side of the water?
It's pretty
Because I can,
steep, so
Walk on it.
you could
Just dig my fingers into it and go.
Well, the thing is there's enough surface tension to hold you, but the moment your fingers break it, there's still surface tension against your palm, but not against your fingertips, really, per se. It's a weird sort of thing. You could, I would say, it would help you if you wanted to make an acrobatics check to make your way down, but it is
it would
steep...
generate drag.
Huh?
That's my thought, but I'll just take the Featherfall.
Okay.
The spell says you can walk on water, right?
Yeah.
You does it say it has to be horizontal water?
The assumption is that it is horizontal water.
That is water shapist.
I'm fine with being water shapist. Guillermo del Toro can't get me here. I'm okay. I'm safe.
All of a sudden, a blue sea
shaped
monster
water.
pops out of the closet slowly with the eggs.
Yeah. Where are you putting those eggs? Return to sender. Alright. If you would like to cast Featherfall, yes, a lot of you can make your way down without too much difficulty.
Okay, yeah, I'll cast Featherfall. I'll flavor it as just a localized gravity manipulation.
Mm-hmm.
How do I want to cast it? I'll probably, since I've been really digging the whole black marble thing, I'll chuck it up into the air, and then it starts falling immensely slowly, and everybody else's rate is tied to its.
Nice. As you just toss it out, it begins to very slowly make your way down, and then you just step off the edge of the boat, ushering your companions to come with, and everybody kind of just floats around and kind of orbits slowly around this black marble as you guys make your way down.
I guess I'm folding the boat as I slowly fall.
Yeah, you turn the boat over and you're slowly putting it together. It's about halfway collapsed by the time you reach the bottom. You had to kind of hold it and you're oh god, for how heavy it was for a hot second. But magic, so whatever.
I'm gonna fall in the Spider-Man hover pose.
Yeah. Alright.
That just...
As you guys make your way down to the bottom, you find yourselves alighting upon this stone tableau.
Can we lift the thing off now? Without all of that shitloads of water on top of it?
You can certainly try.
Strong people. Wanna give that a shot?
Try.
Yeah. I
All
will
right.
do the lifting.
Architect, you get on one end, and Zavas, you get on the other. Go ahead and roll strength checks.
It is what he's good for.
I got a 17.
Okay.
That was pure strength, right? Not athletics?
Yeah.
I got a nat 20, so 25.
Nice. Zavas, you dig your fingers in and you start pulling, flexing your neck muscles, kind of bulging, and it's heavy, but you feel it going. And then all of a sudden it starts lifting really easily, and you see the scrawny architect digging, just kind of stuffed his hands in and is lifting it up with you. As you lift, and it's a stone piece, but it has an interior hinge, so it opens like a trap door. as you lift and are kind of propped it up, you see a dark, cavernous stairwell making its way down in.
I'm just gonna kind of narrow my eyes at Architect and mumble under my breath about cheating with magic. And, gonna go down the stairwell.
Alright.
You
Architect
didn't
will
complain about the feather fall.
Architect will respond to Zavis with, "It's not cheating, it's physics. You lift in a jerking, twisting motion."
Alright.
That will murder your back.
Alright, I take it the rest of you file your way down in.
Yeah. I'll, if nobody else mentions it, I'll try to get somebody to slide the cap back over so we don't.
Well, it's on a hinge, so as soon as you get in,
Oh.
it closes over the top.
Okay. Good stuff.
Alright. As you guys make your way into the interior, you find yourselves in a dark stairwell. Though, oddly enough, you do see light down below. It's fairly deep in. You would guess, those of you who have decent eyes and perception, you'd guess it's about maybe 100 feet in a straight line, so however you want to hypotenuse that. Your Pythagorean theorem.
God, don't make me do math.
You don't have to do the math, it's fine. It'd be like roughly 70 feet straight down. Assuming that's that angle. You eventually... Sorry.
We lost the crow.
Is this a damn Zelda puzzle?
I mean, it's not a Zelda puzzle, it's a puzzle. So as I described the room, you are in a partially flooded chamber. Seems long overtaken by time. The water itself still retaining that reflective quality. And you see on kind of a raised square ahead of you, 2 large and lit braziers. Across from them, on another raised platform, are 2 mirrored braziers, and in between them, 6 pillars, 2 of which, the closest right hand and the furthest left hand ones, having already lit flames. On the opposite end of the room, you see the pathway leads to a door of some kind that is closed.
Okay, so obviously we went down. We closed the latch behind us, yes?
Yes.
Okay, good. That was my one thing that I wanted to point out on the way.
Yeah,
when
it
my
did close
computer,
behind you.
Decided it was gonna die.
Sorry. Yes, Ray.
Detect magic.
All right. As you detect magic, what's the range on detect magic?
Within 30 feet of me. If I sense magic in this way, I see a faint aura around whatever object is magic, creature or object, and then I learn its school of magic, if any.
Okay. 30 feet from you, from your exact spot on the map, you don't detect any magic except the braziers, a slight not conjuration, but a slight evocation.
Yep. It's concentration up to 10 minutes.
Okay.
So just keep that in mind as exploration continues.
All right. You guys are just at the bottom of this staircase in this large room with the lit braziers. Outside of the 4 massive ones, the 6 pillars ahead of you have the closest right side pillar lit and the furthest left side pillar lit. But the other 4 seem to be unlit. And across from you is that door that seems to be shut on the far end, with this room filled with that same super reflective water in portions. It seems almost partially flooded, giving the whole room like a sparkling look to it. Sorry, go ahead, Cirrus.
How far or how tall are the pillars in the center of the room?
They go to about chest height for you. They're about, I'd say, roughly 3.5 to 4 feet high.
Okay.
So they're easily reachable. Yes, Ark.
Is this obvious to the party that this is a puzzle?
Is it obvious to you?
Yes? No? Don't fucking ask me questions like that. That felt like a trap.
I don't think. I mean, I think what Kyler is saying is that it's not something so complicated as to be limited by your character's intelligence score. So, if you as a player recognize it as a puzzle, your character probably recognizes it as a puzzle.
My character, Galaxy Brain, and I'm Small Brain.
Well, that's kind of what I'm banking on here.
All right, so we've got a dais and then a closed door toward the back of the room.
Yeah, just directly across from you. It's not visible on the actual physical map that I have, but there is a closed door. It is not like a set of swinging doors. Seems like a solid dropped in piece.
So right here, is that a barrier of some kind?
No, that's just that itself isn't anything. It's just kind of a stone feature that leads down. It's kind of like there's two steps, not proper stairs, but each one is about 2.5 feet high, but there are 2 steps that lead down into this central piece that has the pillars.
Well, if nobody stops her, Ray will approach the dais at the very least.
Okay.
Keeping a cautious distance, but enough for the range of my spell to hit it.
Once you get within range, you detect a very complex series of auras. You detect primarily abjuration with a bit of abjuration, evocation, conjuration, and a little bit of transmutation, with the strongest of them being abjuration and evocation.
Okay, so that tells me that probably something's going to go boom. I don't know if it's a trap or not yet. I'll relay the information that the dais is highly magical, and I have not discerned much information about it as it stands. Do you want me to make a roll to try and divine what's going on with the dais beyond what I've already
No,
gleaned?
I think that's about as much as you would figure out.
These 2 things that I'm clicking on, are these torches?
Pardon?
Oh, are these torches?
There aren't torches per se. You as an adventurer may have torches, but sorry, not everything on the map is a feature of the actual landscape.
For sure.
Yeah.
Did I miss anything important?
No.
I don't know. It was pretty obvious, but the dais is magical as fuck. Was there anything going on the dais? I believe, did you say there were things on it, or is it empty?
It is empty. It's so the area in front of you. So you see the stairs that lead down to either side, and the door. Like, you guys are up on a raised area. So looking at it from a side view, you guys are up here. There are stairs that go down, and then the room continues on with a door set in the far wall. And then in the middle of that, there are 6 pillars, all at about roughly 4 feet in height, 2 of which are lit. The side that you guys are on, the raised portion, has 2 large flaming braziers. And then you see across from you, past the pillars, is another raised platform with, you presume, stairs on the back side of it leading up to 2 more large flaming braziers.
So is the magic that encompasses the dais also tied to the torches on either side of me?
The enchantments don't seem tied. They seem to be deliberately placed, obviously, but they don't necessarily seem directly tied.
Okay. Are there any structures around the... I'll ask the party if anybody sees any structures around the room that mirror the 6 torches.
If anybody would like to make a perception check.
I'm asking people who have sharp eyes.
I fucking hate puzzles.
I know, Zofus.
Honey, your audio is cut.
Ark is going to lean to Zavis and go, the best part about puzzles is there's always a way to cheat. And he's going to drink his elixir of flight and start walking up to the ceiling of the room.
Yeah, I was gonna look around for any like markings or writing or anything.
Okay. Go ahead and make perception checks.
My perception is only +5. I'm pretty sure other people have better. I mean, I'll do it anyway, but...
My natural's a 22.
I nat 20'd, so 25. That's why you roll anyway, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah, I got a 22 as well.
My perception sucks. My investigation is good. That's why I ask people to be my eyes.
I also nat 20'd, so my first 2 rolls with these new dice have been great. So 27.
As you are looking around the room, if there was any suggestion as to what to do with this strange array of pillars and braziers ahead of you, time and erosion has done away with it. The room itself does seem to be in severe disrepair. Several of the pillars themselves have broken and collapsed. And although the room itself does feel structurally sound for the time being, you don't know how many more years this would last, but there is no clear implication or indication of what to do with this. So you will, unfortunately, are left to your better judgment.
I would like to investigate the door.
Hold on one second. Honey? You're not coming through at all.
Shit out of the door.
No, not at all.
Am I coming through now?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
My titty clicked off my mic.
You were betrayed.
Your titty
Don't
or
you
your
hate it when
tibby?
your titties just betray you?
Yeah.
Like a couple of yard dogs. You don't
Control
keep them on the
your
leash, you'll find them going running all over the neighborhood.
Weird flex, but okay.
Sometimes they make you breakfast in the morning. Sometimes. Okay. I was just gonna ask if I'm able to discern whether or not these braziers in the middle of the room are different colors, because as an out of a non-character player, I can't fucking talk. Sorry. All of 6 of these braziers in the middle of the room look like they're different colors. Does that look like the case to May?
No, they're not different colors. They're just the
Okay.
2 of them are
I swear
lit.
it looks like one's blue, green, one's purple, one's red. I think
No.
I'm tripping.
You are tripping. That's just lighting.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I wanted to get that out of the way. Cool.
I'd like to investigate the door for traps.
All right, go ahead and make an investigation check.
And since I've cut out in the middle of explanations a couple times, there's just the one door up at the end up here.
Yes,
right?
there's just one door directly across from you, the 4 large braziers, and then the 6 pillars, the rightmost closest one lit, and the leftmost furthest one lit.
Okay.
The other
how
4
far-
are not lit.
How far off to the sides does this room stretch?
Maybe 20 feet in either direction. It's not terribly wide.
Okay. And does there appear to be any sort of downward stairwell somewhere?
The stairs to either side of the dais that you're on, which you can see on the map, they do go down a level or so.
Okay.
And then that flat expanse continues on towards the door. So the door is technically lower than you guys are now.
Okay, but it doesn't appear to be that there's another floor below that's since been flooded.
Not that you can tell. The room itself is falling apart, so it's really hard to tell what may have been a chamber and maybe not.
And you said the water in here was just as reflective as the
Yes,
stuff
it
up
is.
above, right? Okay. Well, I think we should investigate in the water once we eliminate all other possibilities, because I have a feeling there's something in it, something to fight us in it, and so
Yes,
we should
Ark?
do that last. Is what I mean.
Ark's going to start walking back down towards I forgot your character's name. Fox Girl.
Ray?
Ray. I drew the biggest
That's
blank
all right.
ever on Ray.
I do that with real people's names that I interact with on a daily basis. You're good.
I hope you call them Fox Girl whenever that happens.
Okay.
Cat, but sure.
Yeah, Ark's gonna walk down his imaginary staircase towards Ray and sit back down in the middle of the air and be like, we could always try lighting the rest of them.
Sure.
I like lighting things on fire.
Why
I like
don't
that
you do
idea.
that? Why don't you do that in the middle of this, and I'll take a very healthy step back.
I missed that. What's Orc doing?
There was a suggestion of lighting the braziers. Which one do you light first?
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm gonna take my jug out and pop one of the corks off of it and produce oil and go put a little oil in each of them, provided they have no fuel already in them.
Okay, as you look in there, there doesn't seem to be a fuel source, so you put a little bit of oil in each of the unlit ones.
Is the magic, or is the magic fireable? Is the fire magical?
Yeah, as far as you could tell, the fire is indeed magical.
Zavis, I'm not gonna be able to light this myself. I'm gonna need some help.
Happy to help light things on fire.
Okay.
And I'll walk over to Ark and pull out my sword and make it flame.
For the purpose of this, we're going to say top left, middle left, bottom left, top right, middle right, bottom right. Looking from the orientation, we're all looking at the map, top down. Which one would you like to light first?
Drink my liquor? Fuck.
I'll look at Ark and ask him which one he thinks I should light first.
Shit, I can't do what I thought I could. Well, I can do stuff, but
I'm also gonna take healthy space away from the door now.
Okay. The door itself is not trapped, that you can tell, but it has no discernible lock or handholds. It is a giant stone slab that seems to just be landed on the ground.
I'm going to tell you to take the... Let's go all the way in. The worst that happens is we explode. Light the top right.
Do you do that, Zavis?
The top. All right, and I'll walk over to it and attempt to light it, and hopefully nothing terrible happens.
As you take your flaming sword and stick the tip of the blade into the center of this raised pillar, it lights up with a warm flame.
All right.
And I like patterns, so let's light the bottom left.
I'll shrug and walk over and light the bottom left.
All right. As you stick your blade into it, tink. Nice warm flame.
Middle right, middle left.
You heard him. Middle left, middle right.
No, middle right first.
Ray, why are you yelling? We've already lit the bottom right.
Which one
Again,
do you
I'll
like?
All right, I'll light the one that Ray said, middle right.
All right. As you go over, you stick the blade into the middle right, and all of the flames go out. Except for the braziers. The room gets noticeably darker. You just
Is this
have
some kind of pattern shit?
4 braziers.
I hate puzzles.
And the
I
water
think you were doing it right till you listened to Ray.
and the water level begins to rise.
I think you were doing it right till you listened to Ray.
As you see water begin to pour in from portions of the wall.
Okay. Top right.
I'll go light top right.
Wait, hold on. All 6 of them went out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, all of them went out, so we need to start.
Oh, bollocks muffin.
Top left, bottom right.
As you stick
I'm
the
just
blade...
gonna
Go ahead,
look
Zavis.
at Ark and hand him my flaming sword. You fucking light these.
I'm gonna fly over and stab top left.
As you stab top left, the flame takes for a second and then is gone.
Okay.
Bottom right, then.
Only thing we have established is not to listen to Ray on the pattern so far. Bottom right.
Okay, as you walk over, you stick the blade in and the water is reaching up to the middle portion of the stairs now.
Fly to do the top left.
Okay. Lights.
And
Top
then it was
right.
That lights.
Bottom left.
Yep.
That lights.
And
Center
then-
left.
Yep.
That lights. And then with the last one.
middle right.
Center right.
All right. that lights as well. And as the water is beginning to reach just the underside of the cupped portions of the pillars, which would put it at about chest level for most of you in here, the last bit of flame lights, and all 6 of them are lit. And you hear as the door across the way begins to slowly raise. The water begins pouring down through the opening, and the water level drops to about what it was prior.
I hope there's no carpet in there.
Oh. Give me back my sword now.
I try to hand him something else.
Ark,
It's a little
not
too
an
obvious. There's not a whole lot that you're going to be able to accomplish.
Fine, I will take the crowbar back and hand him his sword.
thank you.
As Zavis kind of wrenches the blade from your grip and glares at you before, I imagine, extinguishing it and putting it away.
Yep, all while glaring.
Okay. The door opposite you guys is open.
I'm gonna pour the remainder of the oil onto my crowbar and light it on fire with the torch.
Okay.
I wanted my own flaming weapon.
It burns for about a minute and then extinguishes.
Wouldn't that make the metal hot? Do you have on gloves?
It didn't burn long. It wouldn't have burned long enough to conduct that much heat through the metal.
No.
But I'm going to turn to the party and be like, that was way cooler than Zavis's, wasn't it? Your
Silence.
silence is compliance.
No!
I mean, I think from a literal standpoint, it was less. Well, it was cooler, as in less hot than his sword.
You don't get to get in the boat this time.
You don't get to have parted water this time.
I can breathe underwater.
Checkmate, I guess. Out of character.
Don't we only have a certain amount of time? Let's keep going.
Okay.
Something tells me we're not going to get out of here in 10 minutes, but that's just
I
me.
think I can.
Oh yeah, the
well,
10
we're
minutes has
inside.
passed. You
We're
guys
inside
spent an
again. Yeah.
awful lot of time kind of looking. Sorry, I didn't mean
We're
to talk over.
inside.
I didn't mean to talk over you.
Wait, the water's only parted for 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Yep.
Does that mean this is about to flood? Is this going
No,
to
we
be
parted
flooded?
it.
No,
No, there was a waterproof hatch above that we took pains. Like several people have said,
Make
we
sure
wanna
it's
make sure
closed.
that hatch gets closed.
Yep.
Okay. I was about to say, you guys are screwed.
No, we're good. We're good.
Rude.
We thought of this.
Rude.
Don't worry about it.
All right.
It's okay.
I don't have to worry about it. I can breathe underwater.
Alrighty. So, the doorway leads to darkness as far as you can see.
I think I can see in the dark.
Yeah, it is a long chamber.
So it's not even as much your dark vision as much as your actual range of vision.
Yeah, it is a long... Do you have Devil's Sight?
I believe I have 120-foot dark vision.
Yep, so Devil's Sight. And even at 120 feet, you don't see the end of this chamber.
Okay.
It's a long corridor.
Ark is gonna walk over to Yukio and be like, you know what's at the end of this corridor?
Darkness, as far as I can tell.
I'm glad one of us knows what's at the end of this corridor.
Yukio will,
suppose
like,
we should-
breathe as if he's going to say something and then just stop.
We should start walking.
Does it just look like a hallway?
It
or
is a long hallway about 10 feet across. Roof's about 10 feet high. It's very square looking, and it just goes on.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that's our best / only course of action.
Well, we certainly don't want to go back towards the water, so.
Okay.
This sounds. Yeah.
As you guys... Yes, Ark.
Ark Ark's gonna ask Yukio if he sees any kind of small rocks or anything on the ground.
Do I see any kind of small rocks or anything?
Yeah, there's bits of broken rubble and stone, chipped shale, etc.
Can you grab me a small, good throwable rock?
I will locate the most throwable rock by my standards within 10 feet of myself and hand it to Ark.
You find a good, like, nice round, like palm-sized rock that's a little bit flat on either side, kind of like a little like ellipsis or cat eye look to it.
I'm gonna reach, but I don't entirely know where he is, so I'm like awkwardly gonna like wave around head height.
That's right. You cannot see in the dark.
Place it in your hand because I can see in the dark.
Okay, I'm gonna whisper into it, and it's gonna emit 5-foot radius of light.
Okay, as it lights up, you have a glowing stone illuminating this path. You travel for 50, 100, 150, almost 200 feet. And I would say, Yukio, since your dark vision is the best out of the group, you see it first. When you reach about halfway there, you can see there's an opening at the far end, but it opens up just into darkness. And as you guys are continuing to make your way, eventually you end up what is, to most of you, a pitch black chamber.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
So does this... Alright, so I do have dark vision, not devil vision. Is the darkness like supernatural in some way, or is it
not supernatural per se.
It's just really fucking dark.
Yeah, it's just dark. On this map, for the purposes of this, the section in front of you is not actually there. I should have marked that off. It should just be a straight hallway into the room ahead. But as you guys are looking in at this, you see a long hallway.
Don't like that.
Zoom that out a little bit. You see towards the end of this long hallway that you've been traveling, you see a chamber about close to 80 feet across and decently long, with a pathway of water having made its way through it. Looks like it had broken in from one side of the wall and broken through another through erosion. And then standing in front of it, you see a massive statue. And I mean massive. The statue itself is about 30 feet tall. This chamber being probably close to 100 feet in height. And it stands there. It's depicted very much like an older samurai. The armor having, like, it's carved in the shape of an armored warrior. Massive sode, the shoulder plates hanging off of its back. Its helmet, a kind of a wide, almost like the like wide hats that are common in the area, but it seemed to be possibly reinforced, thick and armored. A featureless face, as best you can tell, and heavy stone plated armor. And it has 2 arms. In each arm, a massive sword. The swords themselves, not made of stone. And they seem to be carved of some material. Very natural looking, with a seamless transition from the hilt, or basically the butt and handle, to the hilt, which is just a bulging protrusion, and then the blade, all seeming to be made out of one material, but it is in the rough shape of 2 long, curved swords.
I have a really, really bad feeling that those are the fangs.
And to put it in perspective, with this thing being 30 feet tall, each of those swords is roughly 15 feet in length. Almost 20. They are very sizable.
What do I get the feeling we're gonna have to fight that?
Yeah, seems likely.
I can't fucking wait.
Nobody else can see it right now, right?
No, but as you guys you get to
I'll
about
describe
where
it
you are
after.
set in this like section, as you do, you see pale blue lights light up in little dioceses around the room itself, giving this whole place a low, eerie glow.
Oh, good. It knows we're here. The room. That's not a good sign.
I would say, Ray, if you kept your detect magic up, there's a whole.
It's probably been more than 10 minutes.
Okay, yeah, then it's been done. It's been done.
Upon entering this, given the opportunity, I'd cast it again.
Hey.
It's just a first level thing, but it's yeah, that's up to DM discretion.
As you come in and you sign your arcane signs and mutter under your breath, you get a very complex reading of auras. There is conjuration, abjuration, evocation, some transmutation, and just strong magical essence. But the room remains quiet. Nothing but the soft flow of water through this chamber greets you.
Can I see the things that this creature is holding?
As you guys are getting closer, yeah, you can. It's very poorly lit, but between your own little source of light and the little glowing blue-green dioceses, or I should say blue dioceses, all around, or braziers, whatever you want to call them, little blue witch lights, you get the impression of this shadowy, massive warrior with two long blade-like weapons in either hand as it stands, weapons just kind of out to either side.
Being that I, May, do not have dark vision for once in my life as a player character, and I can't see anything that's going on, the eerie quiet makes me feel disquieted, and I'm going to cast Anti-Life Shell around me.
Okay.
Out of character, I assume that's probably not even like a biological creature, but I have concentration up to an hour on a shimmering barrier extending out from me in a 10-foot radius, moving with me, remaining centered on me, and hedging out creatures other than undead and constructs.
Okay, so
affected creatures can't pass or reach through the barrier, and they can cast spells or make attacks with ranged or reach weapons through it.
Okay, so what this would do is it would lock you and anybody, basically it would lock anybody immediately adjacent to you in this barrier with you.
Yep.
So do you cast it with your allies around you?
Yes.
Okay. So it goes out to what, 10 feet? Or?
Yep.
All right, that means
everybody.
From where May is standing, 5, 10. Yeah, that's everybody. As you see May get a bit of a nervous look on her face, and then she mutters an incantation, a small prayer, and this shimmering sphere of energy kind of surrounds the lot of you. As you kind of press up against it, your hand just hits solid surface.
Tuck in, little guys. I know you may want to go ahead and do some reconnaissance, but I don't trust it. If you're near me, you're safe. If you need to be away from me, you're gonna have to let me know, because I'm not gonna let any of you out of my sight for the time being.
And in looking ahead, May, you can see little glowing blue lights and the faintest impression of a large, statuesque figure.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yes, Ark.
Ark is going to ask Yukio, is that alive?
Not as far as I can tell.
How far can you tell, though?
What?
Hang on. About 75 feet.
What?
Then going.
I'm just gonna look at May and just mouth the words.
I don't know.
Ark is then gonna lean over to Cirrus and be like, "Do you have a good arm?"
I got 2 good arms, actually.
Wonderful. I'm gonna need one of those.
Okay.
I'm gonna lean down, pick up a rock, and lean over to Zavis and go, I need you to grunt.
Excuse me?
I need you to grunt. And I mean put some oomph in the grunt.
Like, right now, or...
Well, now would be preferred. What you do in your own time is up to you.
Why?
These are verbal sounds. I need a non-verbal sound from you.
Ray taking the Ray taking the rare opportunity to Ray taking the rare opportunity to fuck around with Zavis more than usual is going to pop the thing and then hit him in the gut as hard as she can.
I have on plate mail.
Diminutive
Or
Ray
whatever
still
the chink is.
Diminutive Ray
I don't
still releases a worthy smack to your midriff. It doesn't quite knock the wind out of you, but it's enough to notice.
Ow.
Does ow count as a verbal sound?
Sure.
Fuck.
Okay, hold on. And he's gonna suck in some air, and I'm not gonna do it because I'm in an apartment, and he's just gonna, like, roar as loud as he possibly can,
Just
and
a
I don't know if I should
Guttural
roll for that.
dragon's roar.
Right.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Almost as if he's gonna use his flame breath, but he doesn't let the flames out.
Yeah.
Wonderful. I trap that sound in the rock and ask Cirrus to throw it at the statue.
Yeah, I throw the rock at the large imposing statue.
Go ahead and make an attack roll. Add your proficiency and your dexterity.
Zavis feels a little proud of his nice loud roar.
Basically the equivalent to an unarmed strike.
Yukio just has his hands on his ears.
Do you like that one, Yukio?
Did you roll a natural one?
No.
No,
Yeah.
it was a 14.
Oh, 14? Okay. As you wind up and baseball throw at it, and then hits the statue, or the stone form, whatever it is, and then tumbles forward a little bit towards the water, but doesn't quite fall into the water.
What was the point of that?
I don't think it's alive.
Life made a lot more sense before I met you. All of you.
So the rock didn't even scream, did it?
It should have made sound.
Yeah, after it like hits the thing and then hits and kind of bounces on the ground for a second, there's like a slight pause, and then just a loud, echoing dragon's roar.
Pretty proud of that one, actually.
I could do it again, but I would need one of you to make a smell.
May
Please, Mo.
stands quietly for a couple seconds and then laughs entirely too loud all at once. Oh, you... Zavis threw his voice. I've heard of that.
Zavis just stares at her, blinking.
Yukio's just gonna push up against the barrier. Let me out.
They will blush and look down, but not release the barrier.
I'm pretty sure that this is some sort of construct. It'll probably activate when we get close to it, I would imagine.
Our
And-
only choice is to move forward here.
It's
We
holding.
can move forward. I just want to make sure nothing creepy attacks us on our way. We don't know if there's anything else here.
Bring them on. Come on, let's go.
Yes, Ray?
So this thing is holding literally snake fangs, right?
I mean,
As far as you
they're
can tell,
but-
they are sword-shaped, but
I'm pretty
there's-
sure they're the fangs. Like,
Yeah, okay, so, I mean, if that's evident, then it's like, okay, that's what we came here for. So, Ray, knowing that Yukio has the better vision, kind of, like, taps on him to get his attention.
yes.
Those are the parts, yeah?
That's what I'm thinking.
what it's holding? Okay. What we came here for is that way. That way.
Okay. Yes, Ark?
Ark has one last horrible idea.
It won't be the last, but go ahead.
May, I need you to let me out of the bubble.
I don't mean this in an offensive way, Ark, but your constitution and your build in general aren't fit for what is it called? Survival. So I could only let you outside of this bubble if you promise me you're not gonna go get, I don't know, eaten, killed, turned inside out.
Okay,
anything.
Mom, I'll sign the
Ooh,
waiver.
turned inside
Let me
out.
out of the
I haven't
bubble.
seen that happen to someone in a long time.
I don't have any official papers like you, so I guess I'll have to forego the signing. But
This whole time, the Yukio is just like the video of that cat that trying to get through the fucking glass door.
At this point, I'm just kind of standing there, accepting my fate, right at the edge of the barrier, kind of looking out.
I'm also super thoroughly concerned that May's going to start moving forward and monkey ball all of us.
we could
God.
walk in it.
Yeah. She can move it. She can. You just have to move with her. So really, it's to convince her to move forward.
So, I mean, May, at this point, we've, Ray and Yukio have made clear that the Fangs are forward and are being held by this statue. So, at the very least, we need to move forward. So let's do that
I've
at
said I'll
least.
gladly move forward several times.
Right.
We just haven't yet.
Yeah. Yep.
I-
And what I'm saying is that yes, let us do the thing. It takes your assent to be able to do so.
Oh yeah, I've said I'm glad to do that several times already. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, we need to move within 30 feet of it.
Let's
So
let me get you within 30 feet of it, and then we'll see how I'm feeling about you being alive.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So right at about the edge of the water is roughly 30 feet.
Do I see anything else at all in the room,
Make a
living or
perception check.
otherwise?
Make a perception check.
I will also make one since I can actually see through the whole room.
Yeah. Go ahead.
As we're moving up, let me get back to my skills.
Can any of our sneaky boys shroud our movement?
7.
I only got a 9, so
And looking around, you guys can't really see anything else. There isn't like there's a raised area behind this with some carvings in the wall, but as far as you can tell, nothing really else except this entity that stands in the midst. And I reiterate, it is about 30 feet tall. It is not small.
I don't see anything else nearby that might eat you or snatch you up, so I'll just immediately drop my anti-life shell.
Okay. Ark?
cool.
I cast Enlarge Reduce on it.
You pull out some tools, bang them together, cast your spell, and nothing happens.
Wait, what? It's not an object or creature? The fuck is it?
I mean, make an intelligence check.
I'm gonna
don't
kind
know.
of jump on myself while
Okay.
we're kind of dicking around, trying to figure this thing out, and how to make it not kill us. I think that's the most important part.
So, being extremely massively confused, I'm also going to burn my Flash of Genius.
Mhm.
So, we're looking at a plus. Is this straight intelligence?
Yep.
We're looking at
Arcana. We'll say Arcana.
Oh, shit, that might be worth. Oh, no, it's at least base level. So, plus 10, 22.
You are skilled in dealing with arcane objects. And you understand that there are certain items, entities, and other such things that have immutable forms, meaning they are immune to magic that would otherwise alter their shape or size. Shape, size, or composition. And from your best deduction, either this thing denies magic outright, or it has an immutable form.
Can I tell if it has a head or if it's
Yeah.
just an open
There is a
pit?
head that sits beneath the wide, heavy hat.
Is there any holes in its mail? Visible holes? Is that a hollow armor, as we can tell, or is it
The
just
armor
like-
seems to have a mannequin-esque form inside of it. Featureless, though, filling the armor itself.
Damn it. There goes stuffing my immovable rod in it. I'm down there.
Are the like are the lights on the corners big enough for me to hide behind?
Not really, unfortunately. They're just single spires of stone, maybe 6 or 8 inches across. So you'd have to be really small to fit behind them. Unfortunately, you're not small enough.
Those like stairs things at the end of the chamber, if those are really there, can I hide behind those?
You can try.
Yeah.
Are you moving around and crossing the water?
I guess not until someone else does.
Okay.
If we're all out of ideas, then that's basically the one that's left. So
I have a lot of ideas, but they might start causing problems.
do they not already?
You wait till I get one of those smell stones.
Oh, no.
I don't like that.
Ray. Ray has Arcane Hand.
Okay.
Which is something of a complicated spell.
Yeah, I know how it functions.
Yeah, I mean, it's like Big B's Icy Hand, except not ice.
Mhm.
That's a high-level spell, though. It's probably worth it to try and... Yeah, Ray will do that.
Okay.
We'll cast... she'll first go, I can try and grab the fangs.
Does she have 2 hands?
One, but one at a time.
I can use Mage Hand at the same time and try to pull the other.
I don't know. These are like big-ass swords, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, about 15 feet across.
So I don't know if that hits. I don't know if that hits Mage Hand's carry capacity or no.
I think so. I feel like Mage Hand
Yeah.
has a.
It's very
Mage Hand
low.
is a 5-pound limit.
Yeah, 5.
Yeah.
10-pound, guys. Come on, don't cut my capacities in half.
Okay. Question: how big is Big B's hand or Arcane Hand?
That's a good question.
How much space does it occupy?
It doesn't technically occupy any space, but that's to keep.
Yeah. Does it have a size
dumb
category?
things from happening. No, because it's not technically on the battlefield. As far as that goes.
We will call it large sized then. So you have an arcane hand here.
Okay. No, wait. Yep. Okay. They changed things around from the last time I cast. Or they capitalized large, so I'm assuming that's the keyword.
Yes.
Create a large keyword, Hand of Shimmering Translucent Force.
All right. I will allow. I will allow you to control this then.
I'm going to run to the bathroom. I have a headset on.
Fair. All right. As you cast the hand, where do you place it?
Yeah. The tricky thing is that so it's a quote unquote, or it's a keyword large hand that doesn't fill any space.
Yes, but where is it?
Which is weird. Sorry. We'll probably we'll summon it next to the thing.
Okay, just directly in front of it or so?
Literally, yeah, in its space.
Okay. As you
from the party
cast your spell and begin to make the motions that create this hand, as it summons up and appears forth this disembodied fist, fingers unfurling and reaching towards the statue. You see blue-green lights flare up where eyes should be.
Kind of figured that was gonna happen.
And as this happens, you hear a voice, lacking intonation, but speaking the plain common tongue. For what purpose are you here?
Ray will kind of like look around.
If nobody says
her
anything,
her tail is poofed to hell.
Yukio will say to destroy the Fangs of Orochi.
There's a moment's pause. And then the voice, seeming to ring from the statue, says, "Then prove you can," as it takes a battle stance. And we will take a break there. We'll give ourselves...
You couldn't just let us pull out the spear, you stupid golem.
Give ourselves roughly 20 minutes. And we will be back. 15, 20 minutes, we'll be back. Thanks for sticking with us, and we will see you again shortly. All right.
Bleep.
Boom. Hello! Welcome back. So, we left off with the party being challenged by this mighty statue. For the purpose of this, I think I'm going to have everybody go ahead and roll initiative.
We're gonna get bopped.
Let me fix my Sirenscape real quick. Hey! Hi, Genevieve. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Hi, Genevieve. Who's Genevieve?
Genevieve is a delightful new human being. Not new in the actual sense, but relatively new to us.
You're a new Are you even old enough to be here?
I don't know if any of us are, honestly.
Twitch TOS says you have to be 13, sorry.
Right. So, new to us. A recently acquired friend. I'm really bad at phrasing these things. So, we're just going to swap to the battle music, and you can forgive me for my absolute fumbling of everything that's going on.
Nah, man, what?
Nah!
People don't exist until you know them.
We're into tavern. We are back on our fight music.
Oh, heck, butt. I got a 12. Let's hope this guy is hella slow.
Okay. Heck butt. I love it.
Shit, okay.
Select.
I got a 16.
Is that like a double hack butt, but single?
I love the double hack butt. I miss that. About the only thing I miss from fucking Pathfinder is the double hack butt. That thing was...
I also got a 12.
It's a heck butt.
You would love this.
basically
It is a cannon in a wheelbarrow.
Yeah.
Pop Rock would have liked that.
Yeah, Pop Rock would have been fucking stoked.
Pop Rock would be wonderful right now. He blows shit up.
I mean, you are still playing an Artificer.
Yeah, but this one don't blow things up. He just kind of figures things out.
That's true.
And waits for Zavis to blow shit up.
Lee, what did you get?
16.
16, thank you. Ray, what did you get?
8.
8. All right, and I'm gonna...
Nice.
Holy crap, Cirrus.
I know.
You
Yeah,
fast.
it's a net 20 and then plus 3.
Yeah.
Very nice. Just a moment here.
That means I get to see how hard it hits first.
Well, probably, considering.
Yeah. You guys don't use that information and do with it as you will.
All right. Is everybody content with this order?
Yep.
Yarr.
See.
All right.
All right.
Don't
Matthew
you
McConaughey.
Matthew McConaughey me. How dare you? All right. So,
Matthew McConaughey.
top of the order, Cirrus. It is your go. There is a swath of water that is flowing in front of you, and this large figure has arrayed itself ready for battle.
So I forgot this, but I can run if it's my turn during my action. I can run on water and also run vertically up.
Yep.
So I'm just gonna walk on through.
All right. Dig on through to the other side. Go ahead and place yourself wherever you would like to be as you see Cirrus sprint forward and then just crouching tiger, hidden dragon across the water. making her way, sliding around across the dusty stone. And what would you like to do?
I'm gonna punch this big old rock man.
Punch the rock man!
Yes. Big old one.
All right, go ahead.
Oh, there's a 29 hit him.
A 29 does in fact hit him, yes.
Okay, good. I was like, whoa.
I hate how long that took.
Yeah, I know. I was worried. Like, I can't roll much better than that. Okay, cool. First team.
5% chance to hit, fair and balanced.
Seems good.
5% chance to hit with a +10.
Yeah.
No.
I don't think I have it.
There, and
Probably
then I'm
just
gonna
put it
burn
this
a
way.
key point.
Well, you get 2 attacks for your first attack.
Right, but like in my head, like how I rationalize it is that I make an attack, then burn a key, do the thing, and then make another attack after that. Or how do you figure I should do that?
So when you take your attack action, assuming you're using your staff, you get 2 strikes with your monk weapon, and then if you want to do a flurry of blows, you burn a key, and at that point you do your unarmed strikes.
Okay, but I can do that again because I've hit twice with a melee weapon, correct?
No. So when you take the attack action, it gives you 2 attacks to make. And then as a bonus action, you can either make a single unarmed strike, or you can spend a key point to do 2 unarmed strikes.
Okay, because in my head I'm like, okay, the attack action is 2 separate instances of the attack action because I can take 2 per.
It's not. It is the attack action, and you have the ability extra attack, which states that whenever you take an attack action, you may make an extra strike with your weapon.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So you get the one standard that everybody gets with your attack action, and because you have the extra attack ability, you get an additional attack with that weapon.
Right. Does a 19 hit?
19 also hits.
Okie dokie. So
That's good to know.
So far, yeah. 21 damage on it so far.
Excellent.
And I would like to burn a key point.
Get 2 more unarmed strikes.
A 17 and a 20.
17 hits and a 20 hits. You got all 4 of your attacks in.
Nice.
Alrighty.
Nice.
And then on the first one, I'd like to... I'd like to... For the first one, I guess I'd like to try Stunning Strike, which is when I hit with a melee attack, I can spend a key to make the target stunned until the end of the next turn if it fails a con saving throw.
Okay. It needs to make a Constitution saving throw?
Yeah.
Alright. It rolled a total of an 8.
Okay. Does it fail? Oh, DC 15, yeah, that's right. Okay, so it does fall.
So miraculously, it would be stunned, but it uses one of its legendary resistances to instead succeed. But you have burned one of its legendary resistances. As you sprint around, running across the water, slamming into it with your staff, you hit the leg of it, kind of forcing it to move around as it turns to ready itself at you. You kind of hop up on the staff, kicking twice at the knee, sinking your foot deep into it. What you feel like you hear a crack, and you feel like that should stop it in its tracks for a second. But there's a brief flash, and it is seemingly not stunned.
Okay. For my second multi-attack or flurry of blows,
Yep.
I'd like to apply the same stunning strike against it.
Okay.
Another key point.
So spend another key to Stunning Strike again. And it hits with... Yeah, this one does work.
Oh, well.
I believe it can only use one legendary resistance per, I think. Hold on. Let me double check the legendary resistance rules.
While you do that, Jeff, I don't know if you're aware or not, but you
Probably not.
the stunning strike is not reliant on your flurry of blows. Like
it's any melee attack.
Yeah.
I was aware of that, but
Okay.
I think I got towards the end. I was like, oh shit, I've already used my attack, so I'm like, I'm just gonna apply them to my multi attacks.
Cool.
Because I realized that it's his next turn, and I'm like, I can make him fall, or I can try to disarm him, but I would rather just not get like clapped by 2 of these swords immediately. So
Okay. So it is not a reaction, so it can simply choose to. So it burns its second of the legendary resistances that it has to avoid your... It's rolling very poorly, so you burn through 2 of its legendary resistances.
That's actually huge, though.
That's
Mhm.
a lot.
Our caster's more free reign.
Oh,
Yeah. Dealing significant amounts of damage to it as you strike, and you feel like it should be stunned, but for whatever reason, some magic is protecting this.
The magic of
I look over
bullshit.
desperately at the rest of my group.
Okay. Is that going to be your turn?
I believe so.
All right. Now it is going to turn towards you. And
Oh boy.
bringing down both of the long blades in your direction. Does a 23 hit?
Yeah, sure does.
All right, then a 27 will also hit. So,
Yeah.
I don't have enough d8s for this.
It's always
What?
nice to hear.
Well, I physically have 1d8 with me at the moment, so...
Okay.
That's a bit more
I
comfortable.
was about to be like,
so-
woohoo, bye! It's nice knowing you. Bye!
Text is
Oh my
important.
god.
I'll do a burial ceremony.
So the first attack does 23 points of slashing damage. And...
Okay.
23 points of slashing. And 14 points of necrotic damage. And the second attack does 15 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And 19 points of necrotic damage.
Woohoo.
As it turns, you having dealt hefty blows, parts of its leg beginning to like crack. You see like strain on the joint as it turns, whipping the long fang blades towards you, and they take deep gouges across your torso as you just barely backpedal out of the way. It takes deep gouts, and you see this kind of black energy kind of run across your chest, and you feel immense pain. And that will be the creature's turn. Lee, it is now your turn.
Okay. So this chamber is dim light, you said?
Dim light, yes.
Okay, cool. I'm going to run up and try and skip across this stone. I imagine that might be skippable.
Yeah, easily enough, I imagine. With somebody of your dexterity and balance, you don't have a whole lot of an issue here.
Okay, excellent. I will make some ninjutsu hand symbols and cast my shadow blade with my bonus action.
Your blade of kind of varying length, shifting shadowy energy.
Heck yeah, that's 2 key points. And then I will make 2 attacks. And with the shadow blade in dim light or darkness, I have advantage normally.
Okay.
So are you granting me that?
Sure.
Okay. Alright, so 16 plus my attack bonus, I'm sure is enough. But let me check my attack bonus. Plus 8, so 24 to hit.
24 does hit, yes.
Alright, and I'll roll for the second attack. And then a 20. A dirty 20.
Both will hit.
Okay.
So dirty.
5 plus 4 is 9 psychic damage. Plus 13 psychic damage, and since I had advantage, do you grant me sneak attack?
Yes.
And I have an ally in melee, so okay.
You have a semi-conscious ally in melee.
How you looking, by the way, Cirrus?
I'm bloodied for sure.
For sure, bloody. Good.
Yeah, I am clinging to the threads of life at the moment.
Okay.
So that's another 7 psychic damage, so that was like 29 total.
29 total? Alright.
Yep.
Very nice, very nice. As you dash forth and using your shadowy weapon, you strike through the creature, seeming to leave no mark, but you see necrotic energy dance through it. Or psychic, it's psychic damage, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you don't see necrotic energy. You swing your blade through it, and although the weapon itself leaves no mark, you see the entity react as if struck.
I imagine it flashes a little bit.
Yep, there's a little bit of a burst of shadowy energy. All right.
That's all my economy.
All right. Zavis, it's now your turn.
All right, I'm trying to figure out how I can get over there.
You can make
I
a
looked
running jump.
into 5e jumping calculator,
Yeah.
but I'm trying to see what it, because I have a movement speed of 30. Apparently, if I get a running start with 10 feet of movement, I can jump 18 feet horizontally.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if I can go straight forward. Is this like 10 feet here?
Yeah, I would say that's 10 feet, but only barely. It's kind of a rough edge.
Right, and that's about 15 feet. So
I would say you need
could
to
I
make
make
an
it to
athletics check.
there? An athletics check?
Yep. Because mind you are
Okay.
jumping in full plate.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I'm gonna attempt it.
Yep.
Jumping full plate over there.
How fast can you take full plate off if you fall in the river?
It takes at least a minute, I think, to take off.
Okay.
If I fall in the river, I fall in the river. It's fine.
Hey.
You know what? Zavis is
job.
just gonna do it. So
The DC's
gonna-
not terribly high. It's just I have to set a DC for something
yeah,
like
no,
this.
that's fine. All right. I rolled a 12, so that's a 20.
Yep. All right. Easy enough as you kind of begin moving, your blade kind of appearing in your hand as you draw it, and then you leap, and 15 feet landing, your heavy form slamming into the stone in front of it. You slide
Superhero
about
landing.
8 inches or
I was
so.
What?
I was just saying you slide about 8 inches or so, your shield coming up and your blade at the ready.
Ha! And
You were-
that was what, James?
I was gonna say, you didn't land in any other pose than superhero.
Oh yeah, I did superhero land with my sword. Oh heck yeah. Do I want to try this now? I haven't used very many spells, and I'm scared to waste the spells.
Cow.
You're level 10.
I know, I kind of want to try this, but I'm afraid it's gonna fail. You know what? Life's about taking risks. I'm going to, as a bonus action, I'm gonna ignite my sword. As an
All right.
action, I'm going to reach out and bestow curse
All
on
right.
the man.
What kind of save does it need to make?
Wisdom DC 16.
Wisdom
I don't know.
DC 16. All right.
I don't know how wise it is.
Not terribly, but as you cast your magic, you feel that it does have some difficulty. And in fact, as you cast your spell, you feel it start to take hold, and then it just slips away.
Okay.
And unfortunately, your curse does not hold true.
That's alright. That was an action, so that is my turn for
That
this
was your
round.
whole turn. Yukio! It is now your turn, my man.
At least I made my jump.
What would you like to do? You're muted.
Oh, yeah, okay. That makes sense. Well, I don't have my sword out, which really, really blows. Because it takes an entire action to summon my packed weapon. Which I think is dumb as hell, but...
Maybe it should be an unpacked weapon.
Make a dexterity saving throw, Architect.
Surprise, there's lightning in this temple.
In this underwater temple.
I can breathe
Snap
underwater.
that, motherfucker.
That doesn't save you from the lightning. Anyway, I'm gonna throw my Hexblade's Curse on this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Silently weep as I use an action to summon my packed weapon.
Okay.
That is so dumb.
All right. As you cast your Hexblade's Curse, you feel it wrap around him. You see this kind of this like purple like orb seem to start orbiting and wrapping around him, kind of twisting up and around his form. And then you draw your hand across, kind of pulling like so, and Natsuki appears. You see several like glowing purple like kanji sigils kind of appearing as it comes to your hand.
Okay, hold on. A jumping calculator was mentioned earlier, and so I'm going to look into that because I have jump right now.
Mm-hmm.
But my strength is like not super great or whatever. It's movement actually, isn't it? Whatever. Can I just jump across this?
Yeah,
It's
with
harder
jump
than
active,
anything,
yes.
but, like,
Yeah, just make an athletics check for me, and it won't be too. I mean, the DC is not terribly high, especially with jump.
Yeah.
With a quite literal ninja.
Yeah, I'm really just kind of looking for a not natural one here.
Okay, well I only got a 7, so
That's fine.
not natural 1 is the best result I could hope for.
I was mostly just seeing if you tripped or if part of the bank, such as it is, crumbled underneath your feet as you leapt.
Okay.
But no,
So
without
if
different.
I could land like here, if that's
Okay.
cool. Now that's flanking, right? Because that's directly opposite.
Yep, I would say that gives you flanking.
Not that I can do anything with it, because I had to use my entire action to pull out my weapon.
All right, Art, what would you like to do?
Maddening.
What would you call handing somebody something? A bonus action?
Depends on what you're handing them.
A potion.
Bonus action.
I'm going to, like, take one of my potions and just, Ray, take this.
Ray, you can grab it.
And then I'm going to move. Oh, bollocks. That's the wrong thing. Move. Not very far. Just a couple feet up. And cast Suggest on the armor.
Okay, what is this, a charm effect?
It is a good question. And I probably should have taken a second to look. It is a second level enchantment, cast, charge, action, concentration. It doesn't seem to say charm anywhere.
In the
Let me-
description, it might
suggestion?
say you charm a creature.
You suggest a course of action and magically influence a creature.
Yep. Creatures that can't be charmed are immune to this effect. So you cast suggestion and nothing happens. Your spell does not take hold.
Well, ain't that a muffin?
It is a muffin.
I'm getting the feeling it might be immune to spell effects.
I'm gonna shoot a wink at May.
Okay.
And that's it, I'm done.
All right, May, it's your turn.
I'll blink 3 times, confused, and do a both eye just regular blank back at Ark. And then stick my thumb up. I got you. No,
She
I
hit me with the double wink.
Okay. All right. Cirrus, my dear, stop doing that. I can't help you from here. I'm going to ignore the dire condition of Cirrus at the moment, and I'm going to attempt to move a little bit closer and cast Bane on our giant enemy over here.
All right.
Let's see. It's going to be a Charisma 17.
Charisma saving throw of DC 17.
Mm-hmm.
It takes hold. Bane is affecting it.
Woo! Okay. So, up to a minute concentration. Whenever it makes a saving throw or an attack roll, it has to subtract a d4.
Perfect.
That, unfortunately, is my entire turn, but yeah.
Okay.
Have the power of debuff, friends.
All right. I will mark the entity with a Bane. Give him sad face. All right, Ray, it is now your turn.
All right. You know, this is probably fine.
You were just handed a potion.
It's true. A bonus action to swing it.
All right.
Is that I forget what it costs in this edition to interact. With
I would normally it's an action, but I house rule that it is a bonus action to take a potion.
Okay, I will swing a potion.
Okay.
You now have the ability to fly, and you get plus 2d6 plus 5 temporary hit points.
All right.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and roll those for you.
Yeah, go ahead.
You get 13 temporary hit points.
Okay. I'm gonna stay in the back line as much as I can. But,
Okay.
all right. All right. So I'm going to.
Who is laughing at
Frickin-
what? My wife.
Yep.
And your fly speed is the same as your walk speed for 1 hour.
All right. Sounds good. Ray is gonna actually, yeah. Ray being dorky and like, holy shit, I can fly, is going to probably just go straight up into the air with her location, so she's eye level with this thing.
Okay. You go
And
30
then,
feet up.
yeah, and then she's going to use the giant clawed hand that she summoned
Okay.
to rear back and cold cock it.
All right. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
That will be a spell attack. That is a 23 versus its AC.
That'll hit.
Awesome. So it's gonna take Newt.
No.
Nuke a nuke.
No.
48 force damage.
4d8. Go ahead and roll it.
I thought you said 48 at first. I was like, damn.
Nope. Take 14 force damage.
Very nice. Very nice.
The thing's pimp hand was strong.
All right. 14 force damage as you rear up the fist and just slam into the into the underside of the head of this thing. You hear a large, like a creaking sound as the head is ripped back with the helmet, and then it brings its head back into position.
Oh.
Is that your turn?
Yep. That was my movement, bonus, and action.
Excellent. All right, Cirrus, it is now your turn.
Alrighty. So everyone that can see Sirius, and that kind of has like an idea of like a few of the different martial arts that are around Tairiku,
Mm-hmm.
you almost get the sense that she is like switching into a drunken style, but you can't tell if it's blood loss or what.
Just a little woozy.
Just Jamaican dance fighting.
Yeah.
Capoeira.
Yeah, capoeira. I'm just gonna swing at it again and try and stun it. So, does a 17 hit?
17 just barely hits.
And does a 19 hit? Yeah.
19 also hits. Are you forcing saves on one or both of those?
On both of them. Well, on the first one to see if it sticks, and then if it doesn't, I'll...
Con save. It succeeds on the first one.
Okay.
It fails the third one, but it spends its last legendary resistance to not be stunned.
Next turn, so it has all of its legendaries back, doesn't it?
No. So it doesn't have legendary actions, and if it did, those legendary actions would come back, of course, at the end of each of its turns. Legendary resistances are something it has a limited number of. Period.
Oh, good.
Yep.
Okay. Cool.
They
Those
would not come
slots
back
go
until
away
after
from
a
the
long
game.
rest.
Gotcha.
Did you
What's
roll
damage?
a negative D4 for the first save?
Good
Oh
call.
shit, yeah.
Good call. Because
I'll
it got
forget my
a.
own spell.
Yeah, it still would have succeeded on the first one, although only barely.
So 22 damage from those 2 hits.
22
Then I'm
damage,
gonna
very
roll-
nice.
And then I'm gonna roll for the flurry of blows.
Alright.
It's just one flurry that I get to do, right?
You're just taking the bonus action to hit without spending key?
So yeah, I'm gonna.
Yep. Alright, so yeah, you're just an unarmed strike. Boom, you do 21. Or your martial arts strike, a 21 does hit.
Okay. And on that one, I would also like to apply a another key.
Another stunning strike.
For stunning strike.
Burning through that key.
I know, but I got to.
And
Not
it's
die.
oh, hold on.
All three of its legendary resistances, so.
What is your saving throw? Or your saving score?
It's 15.
15?
Oh, wait. I don't know what's happening, but I'm gonna inspire him.
Unfortunately, that's not how it's working. He's forcing the thing to make a saving throw. It does succeed, unfortunately.
Okay. Well, my damage on that flurry was 4.
4? Alright.
To help that along, I'm going to burn one of... this isn't like a bonus to... Yeah, it doesn't have to do with the saving throw. It's just adding damage to the attack. Violent Attraction. You're within 60, correct?
Of you, yeah.
So,
Yeah. Yeah, you're within 60.
Just barely, but yeah.
So then, we're going to pop that. You're gonna put an extra 1d10 damage onto that attack.
Alright. Go ahead and roll a 1d10 then for me, Cirrus.
so
I take it that spell was a reaction you could use?
Correct.
Okay.
And I still have one more flurry that I can do, which I
Yeah, okay.
because the flurry is 2 strikes.
Yep, and you spent key on that, and so you've done 3 stunning strikes plus your flurry of blows. Wow.
I'm low on
I was gonna say you probably got 3 left?
I have because I've used it twice, and then let's do the math here real quick.
You've forced it to make 3 saving throws for the stunning strike.
And
It succeeded on the 4th one, and then you spent 2 flurries, so you spent 5, 6, 7. You spent at least 7 key points.
Have I?
Yeah.
That's a lot of key points.
So I've flurried twice.
Yep.
For one for each of my turns, and I have stunning strike twice on my first one and once on this one so far. So that's just 5.
No, you strike twice on both. You use stunning strike twice last turn, and then you've used it 3 times this turn. Unless I misunderstood what you were saying.
No, that's right. So I'm at 3. That is.
So you're at 7.
Yes. Yeah. That does not hit.
Nope, unfortunately it does not.
You didn't even help me roll that? Question mark.
No.
Well, alrighty. That's all I can do that turn.
Alright.
By the way, even if you use Stunning Strike, you can also apply an effect of your Flurry of Blows hits.
What do you mean?
Like your extra open palm techniques.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I gotcha. Yeah, I applied those to the.
Is there a size category thing that is required, or are those things that just happen?
I think they just happen.
Way of the open hand. Let me look real quick.
Yeah, there's at least a save. If I remember correctly, there's one that's really useful that they don't get a save on. You can just choose to make them not able to use reactions.
Yeah.
Which is pretty darn useful.
Yeah.
Yep. If you wanted to use an open hand technique, you absolutely could.
Oh, that's right. Because you can apply it on top of it. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I should probably try to make it.
Tactically, if you make it not take reactions, then you could then walk away from it without getting attacked.
Which one is that?
It's under open hand technique. It should be the third one that's available to you.
Oh, or it can't take reaction until the end of the turn. Huh. And it doesn't require anything? Yeah,
No, you just tack it on to... You used Flurry of Blows, so you can just do that.
Yeah.
Pretty potent.
Sorry, you were cutting out there. I can't hear you.
Oh, sorry. I'm going to choose to walk away after that.
Cool. Yeah, so you make it so it can't take reactions, and then go ahead and move up to your movement speed. As you kind of drunkenly stagger your way away after unleashing a torrent of strikes against the thing. Alright, it's now its turn.
It doesn't get to go because I say so. Oh no! Don't do that.
Okay.
No. Whatever you're doing, you gotta quit.
I need Zavis, Ark, May, and Cirrus to all make
Oh shit.
Constitution saving throws. As you see this entity draw the blades up in front of itself and then makes a twisting motion.
Please remember your +4s.
Yeah,
Lee,
nobody's
not
close
Lee.
enough to you.
Lee is not getting affected it, and you are not close enough to get anybody theirs. As it
Mamma mia!
as
Shit.
it twists the blades around, there's this like
Oh!
blast, this cone of like weird staticky energy that dances around in front and covers the lot of you. Your bodies start to seize up.
Rip.
Zavis, what did you get?
26.
26. Zavis, you are fine. May, what did you get?
1 for a total of 3.
You are stunned, or you are paralyzed.
Good.
Oh no.
Ark, what did you get?
Perfect.
16, but I'm going to flash myself.
Okay.
So 21.
As you take a peek, you are inspired, and you are not paralyzed.
As you take a peek.
The only part of me that I wanted still.
Cirrus, what did you get?
I got a 6.
6. All right.
Oh,
so
no.
you are also paralyzed as May and Cirrus, their bodies lock up.
So good.
No.
And that's the end of its turn. Lee, it is now your turn.
Nice.
Okay. I'm just gonna shimmy around. Is this a space I can occupy?
Oh yeah, you're slender enough. You can do so.
You were already flanking with me, by the way, if that's what you were going for.
Okay. Yeah, I'll give you the flanking since you didn't really get to do anything last turn.
I think you have to be 1 down for it to be flanking, because we have to be directly opposite, right, Kyler?
Yeah, it's where you were to begin with. So.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. I will make 2 attacks
All right.
with my Shadow Blade. Ooh, a nat 19.
That'll hit.
Sure, that'll do it. Oh, this one is, it's pretty sure a miss. Only a 16.
16 does not hit.
Okay. So I will roll damage for one good sneak attack. Well, I only get one sneak attack per turn, but you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 16 psychic damage.
Okay.
And then with my bonus action... I will go ahead and just do a flurry of blows.
Alrighty. I'll make 2 attacks at advantage.
Oh, I forget I'm getting advantage
Mm-hmm.
with even without my Shadow Blade. Okay. So 24.
That'll hit.
And then nat 20, sweet.
Alright, and a critical.
Hey.
So I'll roll my first one for... Oh. I forgot to add my flat to my Shadow Blade attack.
How much more damage did you do then?
So 4 more damage from the
Okay.
flat. Okay, and 8 damage for my unarmed strike.
Okay.
And then for my crit, 11 more magical bludgeoning damage.
Alright. Very nice, very nice. As you get
Pow,
several...
Pow, pow, pow.
Yep. 2 good slashes with your Shadow Blade, and then a couple of firm kicks into its various joints, trying to kind of dislodge the wrist or hand in some fashion, attacking the arm holding one of the weapons. Alright.
That's it.
That's your turn then?
Yep.
Alright, Zavis. Now it's your turn.
All right, so I'm going to now, frustrated that my first attack or my curse did not hit, I am going to do a classic Zavis, and I am going to swing my sword
Alright.
at the thing.
At the thing.
Oh my god. Okay, so 19 to hit.
19 hits.
All right. Alrighty. Okay, my sword is flaming.
Mm-hmm.
So 1d8 plus 4. Sorry, my brain is working. What's my d8? Yes. So we've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 slashing damage.
Okay.
Then 2d6 for the fire. That is going to be an additional 9 fire damage.
Okay.
Also, angry at this creature, I'm going to use another second level spell slot to throw in a smite for a little extra seasoning.
Okay. A little zest.
On this bad boy here. Because, you know, I got the power. So that's going to be 3d8. Let me find out. Hold on. You know what? I'm going to use the thing because math is hard. I like using my dice. Okay, so that's 13 radiant damage, and that's my first first attack. So I'll swing my sword back around.
Slashing and then slashing again. Leaving your waves of radiant fire.
16, 17. It's over 20. It was a 16 plus 8, so I imagine that hits. All right.
24 hits.
Yeah. All right, 24. Good to know. Where did my D8 go?
Smack, whack, and bring it back.
I wish I had a bat so I can go, I beat that bitch with a bat. I do that in Cyberpunk. It's gonna be 8 slashing damage. 8 slashing damage for the second attack.
Okay.
With an additional 7 fire damage as I bring my sword back around and slash into it.
Okay.
Gutturally roaring at it.
Alrighty.
Trying to pull out.
Very, very nice. As you've taken 2 strikes. Alright. You just swinging your blade through it, dealing hefty damage. Yukio, it is now your turn.
Yay!
Simple.
So bonus action, I'm gonna hex the guy,
Alright.
and then
Well, he's already got Hexblade's curse.
They stack.
Oh!
Hex.
I checked. They stack.
Alright.
So just bestow curse when I get it, which is disgusting.
Gross.
Anyway, I'm gonna
get to
just
nerf.
make my 2 attack rolls.
Don't you get to nerf one of its ability checks?
I do. Thank you for reminding me. It's gonna be strength.
Good
And I'm
choice.
gonna attack with advantage. 27 hits, right? I'm gonna roll both of my attacks real quick. And then the second one is a 20 dirty. So both will hit.
Mm-hmm.
And then, oh, I was gonna say that I two-handed the second attack. Are you still cool with me doing that? Or
Yeah.
should I just roll one hand? Okay. Generally, I will two-hand the last attack I make every round.
Yeah.
Because it's cool. So, first one is
Casting
8
your
plus my flat 6 plus the flat 4 from Hexblade's Curse is 18 plus 1d6 from Hex is 20 total.
Okay. Very nice.
Second one is 4 plus 6 flat plus 4 from Hexblade's Curse and 6 from Hex, so another 20 damage.
Very nice.
Damn.
And that's all my economy except movement that I'm not going to use, so...
Alright, as you sigil appearing, these purple, like, kanji symbols kind of appearing, wrapping around the entity again, beginning to swirl, in addition to your purple orb that moves around it. You bring Natsuki across, slashing at it, and then two-handing over the top, just striking straight down, taking 2 hefty cleaves out of it. And that's your turn. Arc, you are paralyzed. Please make a Constitution saving throw. No, you're not paralyzed. It's your turn. You can do your thing.
I
Sorry.
was like, 21 didn't do it?
No, you're fine. Sorry.
You paralyzed anyway.
I forgot. What would you like to do, Arc?
Arc and a flurry of excitement for being able to help, raises his hand back really fast up into the air, and then goes for a really firm smack, and then was like, oh wait, that isn't okay to touch her without permission, so I'm gonna pat May on the head and cast Lesser Restoration.
Alright. May, you are no longer paralyzed.
Ark! Thank you.
Alright. Anything else you're gonna do, Arc?
I'm gonna finger guns at May. Tuss, tuss, tuss. And then I'm gonna try to, how far? I'm within 30 feet. I'm gonna scan this motherfucker and find out what's good.
Roll.
Real good.
Roll for me.
Okay, rolling. 1. What the fuck does a 1 do? I should have pulled this up first. Equipment.
Damn, makes me think of the Final Fantasy spell. It's a spell called
Useful information. Challenge rating.
This entity is a challenge rating 15.
Sounds about right.
I guess we are a large party.
Mm-hmm.
Very large, very strong party.
Yep. Alright, is that your turn then?
I will portray to the party, on a scale from 1 to 20, I put the danger level at a 15.
Okay.
You
That's
always speak in such mystifying ways.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Alright, May, it is now your turn. You are no longer paralyzed, but thanks to the quick thinking of Arc. What would you like to do with your turn?
Looking over to Cirrus quickly, little Cloud Girl, are you okay?
I put up both my thumbs and I smile, and you see blood leak through all my teeth.
Oh,
And mind you, she's like shivering, so she's gonna like.
universally a no in every culture. I will cast a 4th level Cure Wounds on Cirrus. That's gonna be 48 plus 5, so 1 second.
Oh.
Five, 6, 11. Wow. Okay. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Take 23 points back in healing.
Gracias.
De nada.
Alright.
And let me double check something real fast. Okay, I'd like to take one of my racial bonus actions, Hidden Step.
Mm-hmm.
As a bonus action, I turn invisible until the start of my next turn,
Okay.
or until I attack, deal damage, or force a saving throw.
All right. You are invisible for a turn.
Though I would like to rearrange it so that I move 15 feet towards Cirrus, do that, and then move over here, and then do that, if that's okay?
Yeah.
So I'm hidden, but over here?
Yeah, well, you could have gone invisible and then moved the rest of the way.
That's fair, yeah.
Yep. So Cirrus, she like walks up to you, pats you on the shoulder, you feel some of your wounds close, and then she just gone.
That will be
Hopefully
my
not
turn.
without finger guns first.
You will never know. You will literally never know.
All right, Ray, it is now your turn.
Finger gun in the
Okay.
darkness.
So, I'm gonna ask the DM if this is possible. I have a contingency plan if it's not.
Okay.
Gravity sinkhole. First of all, how tall is this thing?
30 feet.
All right. So I should be able to put my gravity sinkhole around its head height,
Mm-hmm.
move it over the river, and it should work in such a way as to hit the creature and none of my allies.
Okay, yeah, the math
with way
works
that
out.
The height differences work out.
Yep, the math works.
And then also gravity sinkhole allows me, if it fails the saving throw,
Mm-hmm.
it'll get pulled up into the air over the river and drop.
Okay. What's the saving throw?
It will be my spell save DC is a 16.
Okay, what kind of save is it? Constitution?
That's going to be a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Yes.
Wait, can I express a concern with this plan?
Too late. It's all right. It rolled a natural 20 anyways. So,
Good.
unfortunately, 25 prevents that.
So it
Sorry,
just
I
takes-
was just thinking, how the hell are we gonna fight it in the water? Because it doesn't look like we could position too well. And also, what if the fangs get swept down the river after it dies?
details. Anyway.
It's already done.
The
Right.
river under
so
the lake.
Yeah. So who knows where the fuck that goes?
gravity
Probably to the lake,
sinkhole,
but
it's going to be taking half as much damage. So instead of 5d10, it'll take that halved. So it's going to take 20 damage.
Okay.
And then as a bonus action, I'm going to smack it again with my hand.
Okay. Womp.
That's going to be a d20 plus... That's going to be a 17 versus the AC.
17 just hits.
Okay, yay. I can roll 9s and still.
You guys have broken off several chunks of stone off of this thing. One of its Sode shoulder guards is gone. There are cracks along the headpiece.
Additional 12 damage.
Additional 12 damage. All right.
nice.
Starting to look rough. All right. Cirrus, you are paralyzed. Please make a Constitution saving throw.
Alrighty. See what that is.
Oh, boomer.
All right. You are still paralyzed.
Okay.
Now it is the thing's turn.
Oh.
All right. So, two things are going to happen. Lee, what is your armor class?
19.
All right. Well, this definitely hits you with a 24.
Did you remove a D4?
I did not.
Subtract?
But no matter what it rolls,
It will still hit.
it'll
yeah.
be a 20, so it will still hit.
I figured it would. I can try.
It was worthy. Worthy attempt. All right. So you'll take 6, 9, 20 points of slashing damage
Hoo, 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 hoo.
and
Yummy, yummy.
14 points of necrotic damage for a total of 34.
That's a big ouch.
And
That's a big out. boys.
Zavas, make a strength saving throw for me.
Okay.
Oh no.
Macaroni.
Is he gonna take me with him? Ooh, I rolled a 20.
A
I
natural
think
20.
he might just be kicking you
did.
into the water.
Yeah, it
That's good.
swings its blades, striking at Lee, and then you see its head move in your direction, and then it kicks one massive stone foot out. You have just enough time to bring up your shield, and you stick your sword straight into the ground behind you, and it hits, and you block, and you slide, and you dig, and you feel yourself nearly get thrown off the edge, but you hold. You guys all see Zavis just lock in place, armor locking, and you hear this resounding crack. You see, is your shield magical?
Yes.
Okay, then that's the thing that saves it, because otherwise it would have been just soup canned around your arm. As
This guy
he
tried to Sparta you.
as he blocks and holds, and you see the thing step and then step
think
back
this is
as
my
its
lucky
balance
dice.
starts to go. All right, Lee, it is your turn.
I almost got my shit wrecked. It's not even my turn.
Is it one of the dice that Trey bought you?
It is, actually.
Yeah, those die are rolling fucking phenomenal for me right now.
It's because they were bought and given with love.
This bad boy right here, this shit right here.
Yeah, mine are green.
All right, Lee, it's your turn.
Very pretty.
Ray,
Metal,
were
nice
you
metal
raising your
dice.
hand?
Oh yeah, Ray
Sorry.
was just going to yell. Ray was just going to yell out, "No fucking fair! That was my plan."
Did anybody else get like super like Naruto pain vibes from Ray for a second there? Like, this construct shall know pain. Almighty fool.
Yep.
Honestly,
What?
I don't remember much of that arc. The
I'm
show
feeling
kind
it.
of lost it for me when Zabuza died because he was my
Roll
character.
some
So.
attacks.
Spoiler.
Oh man, that's so early
Can't
on.
believe you
I know,
spoiled
I
that
know.
on me.
And there's so much good stuff after that. Oh no.
I legit skipped all of original Naruto and just watched Shippuden. I, to this day, cannot get through the first episode of Naruto.
Zabuza dies in Shippuden, so
He does.
fighting
He dies
against
super early on.
Shark Guy, if I remember
That's
right.
right,
Sonata?
that's right, that's right.
I
Is
hope
that his
Lava
name?
Girl defends him or revenges him.
Spoiler alert!
Oh,
Belated
God.
sorry
Oh,
to
God.
anybody who was planning on watching Naruto.
If you haven't seen Naruto and you're planning on it, I feel like I don't know. I'm not sorry for spoiling Naruto. Okay.
By the time you get there, you'll have forgotten this happened at all.
yeah.
There's so many names.
Anyways, it is Lee's
I
turn.
still
What
have
would
a
you like to
Haku
do, Lee?
cosplay in my
Yeah, I already
closet.
rolled some attacks, so I got a 19 and a 21 to hit,
19 and 21 both hit.
Nice.
and it's 33 total psychic damage.
33.
Right on.
Very nice.
It is Samehada, by the way.
And I will use my bonus action for patient defense.
Patient defense. All right, as you ready yourself. All right.
That's it.
That's it. Okay. Zavis, it is now your turn.
Oh my god, it's already my turn again. I almost got freaking knocked
Did we
off.
just
But
forget about the hand, by the way?
listen,
Huh?
that hand is doing its best.
Yeah.
Oh,
Arcane
yeah.
hand.
The hand has just
you
been
don't-
like chilling there,
Yeah.
bitch slapping him.
Ray's been using it. It's just been basically just going dum dum
Oh, okay.
dum.
That's true.
I haven't
That's
like
true.
been fully paying attention off on my turns because I've been looking into stuff to make sure I can do it.
hmm
So
Okay. What would you like to do, Zavis?
Do I want to use them? That is the question. 1d6. No, that's not as good as this. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do the whole tried and true method of just swinging my flaming sword at it.
Second verse, same as the first.
That is. Ooh, I don't think. Yeah, that doesn't. That's. Yeah, that's like 10.
Nope, doesn't hit.
I whiff my first attack.
Mm-hmm. Trying to rebalance yourself after you like try and strike at its leg, but it just kicks off and brings its foot back.
Okay. That's okay because my next roll was a 19,
19 hits.
and that's a 19 plus 8.
Yeah, that'll hit.
All right. Let's do this again. Where did my D8 go? I keep losing. D8. 3. plus 4. That is 8 slashing damage.
Okay.
Plus an additional 6, 7, 8 fire damage. And because this guy bothers me, I'm going to go ahead and expend another spell slot to do a second level smite, which is 3d8.
All right.
Because why not? I'm not doing anything else. Or is... Yeah, 3d8. Where's my other d8 go? I know I have 3 of them.
Oh god, that is Ray vibes.
That is 14 radiant damage.
14 radiant damage. Very nice.
And that will be my turn. As I just...
one miss and then one more radiant hefty strike across the creature's legs, basically, as you're slashing.
Yeah,
it
pretty
is
much.
3 times tall, almost 4 times taller than you.
I don't care. I'll fight it. Let's go.
This thing is enormous. All right, Yukio.
Cool. This thing's like 5 times my height, by the way.
It's
Maybe
huge.
closer to like 4.5. But...
Yeah.
Did you ever get your sword out?
Yeah.
Yeah. On my first turn.
Was it, yo?
Yeah, I spent quite a lot of time bitching about the fact that it took an entire action.
Yeah. Pay more attention. Come on.
I'm too busy finding Ray memes.
God damn it.
That's D&D virtual nowadays, you guys. It's just people sending memes to each other when it's not their turn.
I mean, yeah. How else are we going to comment without interrupting them?
Yeah.
In all fairness, this just happened.
So, bonus action, Banishing Smite.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna start swinging. Once I get to my actions tab, there we go.
So that drops your hex, right?
Oh wait,
Yep,
are they both
it would.
concentration?
They are.
Worth it.
Okay.
I should have just done that last turn in hindsight, but oh well. Knowledge for the future.
It might not have been sub
Oof.
50 health.
So with advantage, I only rolled a 15.
Oh.
Unfortunately, not good enough.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if there's any bonus that I'm missing in my special features, but I'm pretty sure no.
I mean,
So
thankfully,
sad
since
day.
it's a concentration spell, it's still stored. You didn't
Yeah.
waste it.
Okay, second roll is a 23.
23
so
will hit.
that's a lot better. So that's gonna deal. Oh come on, roll higher, you butthole. That's gonna deal 12 plus. Go over to my spells. Plus 5d10. That looks decent. Plus 43.
Fuck.
Jesus.
All right, and it's Banishing Smite?
It's Banishing Smite. So if it's less than 50 HP, it snaps out of existence. But I'll probably just bring it back.
It's
unless we have
gone
time to
for
recoup.
however
A
long.
minute or until I say so. So
Okay.
if y'all want to like heal up,
Does anybody... Cirrus, go ahead and make another saving throw for me.
Yeah, for sure.
we have 10 turns rather worth of time to prep before this thing comes back.
Wait, what?
I
Yeah,
vanished.
Banishing
Okay.
Smite.
On an 18, do I recover?
18, yes, you do.
Okay.
You shake yourself out of it. So you guys have 1 minute to kind of do what you'd like.
Somebody heal me.
Ideally,
Fuck, that's like 10 rounds.
ideally wouldn't be gone for more than like 4 or 5 rounds because my Shadow Blade would expire.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can't you just recast it?
So 4 rounds.
It expends points. But yeah.
Expend points and actions. So I mean, you could.
Yeah, my hand would also vanish eventually.
So we take the one to let Sirius recover.
Mhm.
Anybody else want to do anything for the rest of this turn?
I'll cast
We can just advance
a...
through the turn order, I guess.
Yeah. Ark and May, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna cash. Go ahead, May.
You're before me. You go ahead.
I'm going to walk just clear across because my fly's still up.
Yep.
and hand Zavis a potion.
Okay.
And are you still paralyzed over there with your beat up self?
I'm okay now.
Yeah, she's okay.
Okay. I'm gonna walk back then.
May, what are you doing?
I am looking in pain, by the way, if anyone feels inclined to heal me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Would that I could.
Yeah.
Since multiple people are wounded, I will use my 5th level Mass Cure Wounds. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have not gotten damaged yet, so the rest of you will get 3d8 plus... Oh. Let me roll your healing. You'll get 3d8 plus 5 healing.
I also haven't taken damage, so.
Kyler, this creature is huge, correct?
Fair.
It's bigger than that.
Some of it will go to
Oh.
waste, but that's fine.
Never mind.
It's technically
It's
gargantuan.
But it's probably a good plan.
Yeah. Oh, I rolled really good anyway. I got an 8 and 2 7s, so 14, 22, 27 healing to whoever of you needs it.
Okay.
I need it.
Awesome.
I'll just bathe in the radiant energy.
Yeah. 27 healing for anyone that's missing
Natsuki
HP.
silently screeches in my head.
I will also expend my mass healing word.
Okay. Go ahead and roll it.
I'm just sitting here like, all right, well, I can't get above max health, so.
Yeah, mine was the Mass Cure Wounds, but
Okay. So that's a 3. Everybody gets plus 8.
8.
bitchin'.
Yeah.
Alright.
Bitchin'.
Topped off.
+8 what?
HP.
Healing. You're above max health. So.
Yeah, never mind.
All right.
Zavis, are you gonna drink that? Because if you are, you're gonna be above max health.
All right. Ray, is
No.
there anything you want to do?
Me?
Ray.
No, Ray.
No. I was going to set some traps, but it's just far too big.
Okay. Lee, what would you like to do? And Cirrus,
Can't
is there
take that
anything
back.
you'd like to do as well?
I'm waiting for more punching.
Okay. Are you going to
Wait,
get into a
wait.
position to punch it, or are you just hanging out where you're at?
Oh yeah, it's gonna pop back in its regular place. I'll
Yep.
Yep,
pop
right
over
where it
again.
was. Well, not there, because then it'll be displaced.
Yeah.
Now, if I recall, we can be a little bit exploity about this and like hold all of our
Oh, wait.
actions until you
Actually,
drop
right here, so you're
concentration.
flanking. Yeah, I think that's correct.
Right here.
There we go. Now you get flanking, and so does Zavis.
Huh.
Cool.
So, yeah, I'll hold the attack action for when it reappears.
Okay.
What? How many rounds have we done?
We're just
so
going through
far?
one round right now.
Okay. I think I'm good.
All right. Zavis, is there anything you're going to do?
I have nothing to do except just wait so I can beat on this thing more.
All right.
Cool.
Sounds
And
right.
Yukio, all right. One
So
round
then
has
if we're
passed.
all ready, then
Vanishing
ahead
Strike
and-
is fucking.
it's
Wow.
fucking strong, yeah. It's pretty dang busted. So yeah, if we're all ready, then I will go ahead and drop my concentration.
No.
No?
No.
Why not?
Look,
Give me a good
Demon.
reason.
DM, would
What?
you say my memory of how it was when it left? Because I was just staring at it. Would you say my memory of its body position is solid?
Do you have the feat that gives you that perfect memory?
Keen mind?
Yeah?
Yes, I do.
Then you remember exactly how it was positioned.
I would like to place my immovable rod to where when it blinks back, it is inside its arm.
Wouldn't work because it's that would make it an occupied space and it would force it to
Yep.
appear nearby but not in its space.
Heck,
Mhm.
but why does it have to be empty or full of stuff?
It's a solid
because-
stone statue.
To make it clear, immovable rods and bags of holding and portable holes were abused a lot in 3.5.
And I played
So
during
they
3.5.
They thought a lot about how to make them not so abusable.
Okay.
I set up an entire encounter around somebody getting 10 chances at doing a boss fight that included a dude that had the portable whole bag of holding crossbow that if he hit you with it, you were instantly transported to nothingness.
Yep.
Don't you try and play this game with me!
Do you actually want us to roll all of our attacks against this thing, considering the state of it? Or
hold on, let me see what the state of it is.
Because it has to be below 50 HP to be banished. And we're all gonna take at least 2 attacks.
In all transparency, this thing has 7 hit points left. So, as it reappears, blinking out of existence, the lot of you striking all at once, you tear this thing asunder. Its form shatters, and chips of stone go scattering in all directions. As you do, the hands falling to the sides release the 2 large, fang-like blades. And then they begin floating, wrapped in a dark energy. They start to move with a twitchy, unnatural speed.
Spear, please.
Actually, no. Not yet.
Oh, good! They're alive!
Yes. Give me a moment.
Phase 2. Second health bar appears.
I did want to hit on the point of we're at midnight. I'm good to go for a while yet, but anybody else in Ohio, if there are issues, let them be heard now.
Yes.
Or hard stops.
In all fairness, the whole world is Ohio.
Is everybody good to go for just a little while longer?
I can do a little while longer.
Yeah. I can go for quite some time more, but that's neither here nor there.
All right. So, as it does, I will add these things to the turn order.
Awesome.
Ooh, spooky crisp.
Spooky crisp indeed.
Oh, now I want cookie crisp, motherfucker.
Cookie crisp.
All right. Yeah. So, sorry, just putting them in properly. All right. So, drawing a line, if I can do so, from its position. Yeah. Yukio and Ark, I need you to make dexterity saving throws as the blades begin like flying towards you at like breakneck speed.
Do I even have a dexterity? What's a dexterity?
Something you probably aren't adept at.
Can I just catch it?
It is a 15-foot long sword.
Is that a no?
It's coming at you point first, so. What'd you get?
15.
You got it.
15, and Yukio, what did you get? Yukio, what did you get?
20.
20. And Ark, you said 15?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna flash myself.
Okay.
20.
20? All right, you both barely manage to move out of the way as it dashes through, trying to spear the both of you. And then from this thing... No, not draw shape, not draw shape. Technically, yep, it would pass through both of you. Lee and May make dexterity saving throws.
Who?
As this...
I am May. Wow, I need to get new dice for her.
What did you get?
May got an 8.
An 8? And what did you get?
Yep.
Lee?
17.
17. Unfortunately, you both fail.
Oh no.
So you will both take... Alright, make sure I have this upright.
Seems like it's a pretty good thing we had that little recuperation round.
Yeah.
It wasn't a bad thing.
24 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And
No.
So I only take 12 from evasion.
yep.
I like when I love that.
13, 18 points of
Tyler,
necrotic
and-
damage.
Mandy, no!
All right, an additional 18 points of necrotic damage, so 9 for you, Lee.
Okay.
Wait, what? Oh, okay.
May, you take 18, Lee took 9. Because he
Cool.
has evasion.
Well, not cool, but you know.
All right. Ark, it's now your turn again. Actually, you held your action. You all technically held your actions. Oh, no, but they were spent last. Yeah, they were spent last round.
Correct.
Sorry.
There you go.
Ark, you go ahead.
I'm getting pretty frackin' irritated with these sentient things.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna use Melfi's acid arrow.
All right.
I will
I like
lose it if I somehow miss. I have a really high plus to this.
All right. If you're making an attack roll, you must make it at disadvantage.
There goes my 25. And there goes a 25.
Okay. So 25 will definitely hit.
Okay, so let's see here. It is the damage is 4d4. Is that poison? Acid. 4d4 acid.
All right. And which one were you hitting?
The one closest to me.
Okay.
The one pointed at me.
All right. What is the total?
So it's 4d4 plus 5 because of my casting focus and alchemical savant.
Okay. Roll it.
4 4 2 2, so 12 17 acid damage.
All right, 17 points of acid damage. Very nice. As you kind of drawing back and firing this arrow of green energy, it hits and splashes over the blade, seeming to bite into it and kind of corrode it a bit. Anything else you'd like to do for your turn?
Yeah, I might as well scan it.
Okay.
3, so we are looking at, I think 3 was good if I recall correctly. Or useful, I guess is the better. Yeah, cool. What species of sword is this?
It is a... You would say it's a construct for the purposes of this.
Generally helpful, but, you know.
All right.
5 is the best one. Go ahead.
May, it is now your turn.
Okay. I'm going to... Okay, was he getting disadvantage just because he's so close to it?
No. He would have gotten disadvantage from being so close to it, but he already got disadvantage, and they don't stack, so...
Okay. So I assume if I cast a spell, it's disadvantage,
Correct.
probably.
He
Cooties.
seemed to be very resistant to magic.
Oh, okay. I had figured as much, and it sucks. Sucks booties. Okay. Well. Sucks booty. Sucks booties.
Did you say it's resistant to magic?
It has advantage on saving throws against magic and spells and spell-like effects, and any spells that target it are done at disadvantage.
Okay. In that case, rather than targeting this big butthole, I'm gonna cast Spirit Guardians.
Okay.
I'm just gonna cast Spirit Guardians and have them flitting around me, 15 feet radius. I'm doing a 4th level one, so it's nice and powerful.
Okay. Wow.
Obviously, no one in our group will be targeted by it.
Yes.
And that will be my turn.
Oh.
I'm gonna stay right here.
All right. Ray, it is
Tyler.
now your turn.
Fuck.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
I totally forgot. I'm within the Zavis's aura.
Okay.
That would have brought my 17 up to a 21.
Okay, then I don't remember the amount of damage you took. It was 9 and then 9 again or something like that?
Well, it doesn't matter because I have evasion, so if I succeed, I don't take any.
Yeah. What I was saying is I was trying to remember how much damage you took so that you could return it.
I was at full health.
Okay, yeah, then return to full.
Alright, sorry about that.
That's all right.
Return health to Cinder.
And thank you, Zavis.
All right, Ray, what
Just
are you
doing
doing?
my part.
God dang it. Alright. Right, so Ray is going to expend her movement, going to this little scrap of land. Is this solid, or is it, like, crumbling? And
No, it seems solid enough.
Alright. Gonna fly over there.
Okay. Because you are, yeah, that's right, you are 30 feet up.
Yep. Gonna fly over there. Subsequently, I'm going to... Man, everything I got is magic, man. Why you gotta do this to me? Whatever. They'll still take damage even if I mess up. Alright, we're going to cast Gravity Sinkhole here.
Mhm.
That will hit both of the blades and none of my allies.
Con save?
Yeah, it's a con save, 16 DC.
All right. Both of them fail.
Oh.
They
Okay.
do not have much constitution to speak of.
They get drug as close as they can to this and
Okay.
end in an adjacent square. And then both of them take... 5d10 damage, which is going to round out to... fuck. Where is it? There it is. Stop that. Bad cat. 31.
31, very nice.
And then as bonus action, we're going to have Hand go from here to here, which is... It can move up to 60 feet,
Yep.
that's 30.
Plenty of space.
And then it's going to do Grasping Hand, so it's going to slam onto the ground and try to pin this thing, grappling it.
All right, what's this?
Grappling keyword. So I use the hand strength. The hand strength is 26.
Okay.
So it's a +8 on the roll.
Okay.
Nice.
And that's going to be an 18. I rolled a 10.
It rolled a 19, so unfortunately you are not able to pin it.
Fair enough.
It rolled a natural 18 and has a +1. Or rather, it has...
Hey, I know what to do next turn.
Indeed. All right. Cirrus, it is now your turn.
Alrighty. Let's see if I can make it over there.
You got, what, 55 feet of movement or something like that?
50, so I think I'd make it like right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't reach him now either.
You could always bonus action Step of the Wind if you wanted.
What does Step of the Wind do again?
You spend a key point and you double your movement speed, basically. You spend a
Oh,
key
yes,
point to
so
do the dash action.
Oh, gotcha. Then yes, I will go down to 2 key points.
Okay.
And I will dash towards the closest one,
Okay.
and then try to pin it.
All right.
I guess I'll dash here,
Okay.
so I'm maybe out of range of this one, and I'll try to pin this one.
Try to pin it.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and make an athletics check.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind.
It unfortunately rolled a natural 19, so
So,
sadly not able to pin it, but that was just one of your attack actions.
oh, that's right. Can I? So it's considered an attack.
Yep, it's technically considered one of your attacks.
Oh, then I would like to do it again.
Okay.
Once more with gusto, and that's not nearly as well.
Once more. With
Did you take
feeling.
the athletics skill?
What's that?
Are you proficient in athletics, the skill?
Yes, I am.
Okay, you should be getting a better bonus than that.
Maybe not
Oh.
though. Monks aren't strong.
Yeah, it's strength, and I have a -1 to strength.
Oh, that would be right. That's right. My apologies. So unfortunately, it rolled a total of 15, and you got a 13 total. So,
Yes.
all right.
That's okay.
You try and get a hold of it or get on top of it and somehow pin it, but it's weird movements and erratic shifting. You just can't keep track of it. All right, Lee, it is your turn.
Okie dokie. I'll do my little hop, skip, and jump. Can I reach them, actually? Where's the ruler? Yeah.
Do we think putting it in a bag of holding and destroying the bag would destroy the items?
Typically, destroying the bag just spills the contents of whatever was in the bag all over the place.
My bad. Sorry.
It says it spills them into the astral plane. It scatters their contents into the astral plane.
It's true.
I feel like that's worse than just breaking them with the spear, because then something
Yeah,
could find them.
Let's just
And God forbid some
contaminate.
cosmic entity comes.
Let's
crashing
contaminate the fucking
All right,
goddamn fabric of reality
Taking
with
attacks.
cursed dragon parts.
Lee, what are you
So
doing?
What could
16
possibly go wrong?
Does a 16, you said?
Yeah.
That does not.
Okay. Second attack. How about a dirty 20?
Dirty 20 does hit.
Okay. So I'll roll damage for one of those. Uh, 17 points of psychic damage.
Okay, as you swing your blade through, it passes through and does nothing.
There's nothing. Okay. Does Zavis, does your fire sword emit bright light or not?
I imagine it emits
It
bright
sheds
light,
light like a torch, so...
like it's on fire.
So it is lit like a torch?
It is lit like a torch.
Okay. That sucks. I will just try some unarmed strikes then.
Okay.
Yeah, how many key points do I have? I will spend 1 key point for Flurry of Blows.
Alright. Go ahead and make... which of the ones are you attacking? The one down below or the one to the right?
The same one that Cirrus is attacking.
Okay, the one down below.
Alright, does a 17 hit?
17 just hits.
Okay, so one of my Flurry of Blows landed. So I will try for the magical bludgeoning damage instead. We'll see how that does. So 5, so 9 magical bludgeoning damage.
9 magical bludgeoning. Very nice.
Yep. Does that impact?
It does, yes. Strikes hitting the weapon.
So I don't know, maybe they resist psychic.
Yeah.
I'll say that out
Unfortunately,
loud. Huh?
There doesn't seem to be like a mind per se to these things.
It's
That
mind
makes
over
sense.
matter.
Alright.
Okay. That's my turn.
Alright. Zavis, it is now your turn.
All right. How heck get back over there?
Potion of flying.
I could get there. We're here, I
And
think.
there are these rocks you could jump onto to try and...
Yeah. Yeah, I was just thinking if I had enough movement. So I'll have to move, like, here. Probably that's 10 feet.
You could do a standing jump. You would just have to make an athletics check.
Yeah. I'm probably just gonna... I don't want to fall in the water.
Mm-hmm.
So that I'll move... that's 10 feet. That's an additional 5 feet. 10, 5. So that's over my movement. But I think I can do is move to... I gotta move... It's 10 feet to here.
Mm-hmm.
Then from here to there to jump, what would that be? Another, like, do I need to roll for that just to jump to this one here?
No.
Okay, I'll jump to this one. And that's been 15 feet,
Mhm.
so I have 15 feet left.
Ark, that's your own fault for not explaining what the potions do.
2 people have taken them and had the same result.
That doesn't mean that that's the same potion. How are we supposed to know? Your character's completely fucking random.
So that it's been 15. I moved
I think another
to
one yet. I think I've
this
only made the flying one
square-
so far.
20.
But again, how do we know that?
20.
I can make-
Nope. That's not what I meant to do.
Like 6 of them, I think, but I've only made the flying
Okay.
one because the other ones are dumb.
Okay, standing
then-
jump. I need to jump 10 feet. I can get to there, but I think
Okay.
that's all my movement. So I do need to do another athletics check to
Yes,
jump
you
to
will.
here.
Not a crazy hard DC, but...
Right. That is 10. What? 18.
Yeah, more than enough.
Okay. So I land here.
Okay.
I got,
I got
and
you.
I believe that is all of my movement.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to do? No, I'll just go ahead and end my turn there.
All right. Just for posterity, Ray, are you standing on the rock?
No, I
Okay.
am floating above it.
Okay, that's
Probably around.
all I needed to know.
yeah.
Yukio, go ahead and do your turn.
I'm still at 30 feet.
Yep.
Okay.
Beep, beep, beep.
Yeah, I guess it is worth it to waste my bonus action to move 5 feet. And then I will make 2 attacks.
Okay.
Oof, nat 1. Great.
Ouch.
And then a 28.
28 does hit.
Nat 1 punches sword and cuts self.
That's 11 damage.
11 points of damage. Very nice.
Yep.
It's...
And that's everything I can do.
You guys are doing real good. You're getting there. I promise you're getting there. Okay. So this one, I need Cirrus, Yukio, and Ark to all make dexterity saving throws.
You best believe I'm probably gonna look at my willy again.
As it passes through all 3 of you.
When it enters the area, though, it needs to take a wisdom saving throw of 17.
It fails.
Cool.
How much damage does it take?
48. 1 second.
Damn.
I had a 48 out, and I lost it. Oh, no.
With absolute terror in my soul, I'm not going to flash myself.
It takes 18 radiant damage.
18?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. What all did you guys get on your saves?
16.
Okay, that's a fail.
18.
Yay.
18 is success. And Cirrus, what did you get?
I'll take
11.
11. All right. So Cirrus and Ark fail. Yukio, you succeed.
Wait, what?
I thought you said I failed.
You did fail. Sorry. Cirrus and
Ark
Yukio fail.
succeeded.
Ark succeeded. There are 7 of you. All right. So you both will take 8,
It's okay.
15, 24 points of slashing damage. Ark, you take half of that. And then...
Count that also. It's,
Yes.
evasion.
Yep. And then... 24 points of necrotic damage.
Oh,
Wait.
great! 2/3 of my health.
I take 24 also?
You would take half of that because you succeeded. As the blade slashes through you guys, dashing, but as it does, May, your spirit guardians batter into the thing, and as it passes through Ark, its speed throws it off, and it just, and then its point drives into this stone here, probably about a good 6 inches, and just, and then it stops.
I will choose this time to properly return my wink to Ark from way earlier.
Okay. And the weird necrotic energy that seemed to have been shrouding it is dissipated,
Oh.
as it is just stuck there in the stone. All right. And then from here, let me see. Y'all might need to make a save again.
Oh, hell.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's gonna be Lee, Cirrus, and Yukio. All 3 of you, please make dexterity saving throws.
Make a
thank
wisdom
God,
save
nat
throw
20.
as it goes through
Okay.
it.
Okay. 6.
You got a 6.
I might remain conscious.
Lee, what'd you get?
Dirty 20.
All right, Lee, you succeed. Yukio, you succeed. Cirrus, a 6 does not do it.
Sure.
And make your wisdom 17 saving throw for the blade.
Will do. It fails. Go ahead and roll the blade damage, and then I will calculate the damage that Cirrus takes, and then Yukio, you'll take half.
14, 15, 16, 17, 20 radiant.
So 13 points of slashing damage.
Is that already cut in half?
Huh?
So for me, is that 6 or 7?
It would be 6. And then 22 points of necrotic damage. Cut in half for both of you.
Boy, it's a good thing it rolled low on its first attack.
Yup.
That
And how
may
much
help.
damage did you say? 20? Honey?
Yes, 20 radiant. I'm sorry.
20 radiant. Alright. It flew to about there. Alright, it's starting to look rough. Ark, it is now your turn. As the first one slashes through you and you're like, ah! And the second one shoof, zips by you.
You guys are impressed by how agilely I basically like I flatten like a cat against the ground as the blade passes over me.
What are you doing,
I'm
Architect?
not impressed. I'm bleeding to death. I'm too busy dying. Sorry.
He's like there holding his guts like...
Could I... Let me make sure if I do this, I don't fuck my whole turn.
Oh, I should have said I'm not impressed. I'm impaled. Damn.
Ah!
What a waste. Okay.
Give him the Joe Biden finger guns.
I want to attempt to pick up the dead sword.
It's 15 feet long and embedded 6 inches into stone, but go ahead and make a strength check.
I'm feeling this orange, giant orange die. I feel this is the one. Plus that. Fuck it, I'm gonna flash myself. Let's say a 28.
28 as you airwalk over, grab the hilt of this sword. It is, like, massive. As you're wrapping your hands around it, and you're just like, and it ching comes out, sticking straight up as you're holding on to it, balancing it. It's heavy.
I'm not naked. I just looked at my willy. Yeah, I flashed myself. I didn't.
Yeah, you got it. I said it's heavy.
Well, she said I'm naked now with the sword.
Oh.
Was that my action, bonus action? What was that?
What is your flash of genius?
My flash of genius is virtually a nothing. It's just anytime I check or say.
Gotcha. You'll say it's an action. So now you have your
Okay,
bonus action still.
I'm going to use healing word on Yuki.
Okay.
Thanks.
Go ahead and heal him.
Well, I think it's like a D4.
It's a D4 plus your casting stat.
D4 plus 5.
Every D4 is needed?
Wait, let's see. What is that?
I don't know what the damage this thing does.
Oh, fuck yeah. So, it's a D4 plus 5 plus 5 because of my alchemical savant. 13.
13 total.
Okay.
All right.
That might maybe make me survive the next one.
Would you like to move anywhere, Ark?
Not in fucking line with these two. I'm moving right here. If it's gonna hit me, it's only hitting me.
Y'all are thinking with portals now. Good. All right, May, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
The worst thing about this is my instinct immediately says I should heal Yukio, but at the same time, I also will get hit with it again, and I don't think I could survive.
Can I put myself one square higher than I had placed myself?
Yeah, we'll say you're. God damn it, the hand. We'll say you're there.
Okay. With my sword.
And my axe.
Okay.
So I'm gonna pull a Moira moment here and decide that attack is better than heal because I need to. I'm going. Oh shit. Disadvantage. Fuck. Everything's bad. Okay. I'm going to attempt to do a 4th level guiding bolt.
All right, make your attack roll with disadvantage.
Yep.
Guys, I only have one flash left, so.
Okay, well, the first one's a 13, so I think I already lose.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, okay, it would have been a 13 and a 9, so I don't even hit.
As you point your staff forward, your Kodama appear, and a flash of brilliant white light fires out, and unfortunately goes wide, as this thing's erratic movement is hard to track.
Yeah, 1 second. Why did I say it like that? I don't fucking know.
Don't fucking know.
Hey, that's just how it goes.
Hey!
That's just how it be sometimes. That's just how it be. Okay, none of... Okay. I can't really help you. I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move. No, I'm not.
Is that your turn?
I'm just good. I'm gonna stay here. Okay, that's my turn.
Ray, it is now your turn.
Sorry.
What would you like to do, Ray?
Yukio does go down. I can cast Spare the Dying as a bonus action as my class.
Okay.
Bro, same. So Sirius goes down too.
All right, Ray, it is your turn.
Right. Okay. Ray's pissed. First thing she's going to do is command the hand. She's gonna fly over here.
Okay.
And
Bonus action.
Attempt the grapple again.
Okay.
That that's going to be its strength. So that's +8. And then this time I rolled a 12, so it's a dirty 20.
All right, it rolled a 10, so you pin, or you now have the blade grappled as your arcane hand wraps around the center of it, and it holding on to it.
So Ray is going to just. I can't do it quite right, so let's see. I can't do the grunting growling in the poor excuse I have for a falsetto, so it's just.
Well, we'll assume that some sort of cat-like hiss or growl.
Yeah.
That
Essentially that. It's rough. All right, and then on top of that, we're going to freaking mind spike this thing at.
Does it do
5th
psychic
level.
damage?
It does.
It doesn't take psychic damage, remember?
Oh, that's right. Right. That is yeah. I would have noticed that from what I had seen before.
Yep.
I believe Lee even shared it, so.
Yep. That's fine. I can just do tidal wave. So I'm going to manipulate the space around this thing to just drag a giant swath of water from the river across this thing in an incredibly violent torrent.
Waterbender, woof.
It's bludgeoning damage. I'm gonna upcast that.
Okay.
If I'm allowed to. I can't, actually. There's no benefit for at higher levels, so it's just going to be at level. And that's a dex saving throw on its part.
Dex saving throw at disadvantage. Natural 1.
Okay. So then it is quote-unquote knocked prone. I don't know what that means for a creature grappled, but then it will also take 48 damage on top of that, which is 24.
24 damage.
Did I roll I rolled max.
All right. It's looking rough. You slam it against the wall. You put your hand over the top of it.
Is our goal to destroy these swords?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Is that your turn, Ray, then?
I mean, they're fangs. Yes, yes.
All right, Cirrus, it is now your turn.
Alrighty.
All right, it is grappled, so you have advantage.
Well,
punch it.
Well,
punch it.
advantage because it's prone.
Yeah, advantage because it's prone.
So that's my first attack, and I'll reroll on that one. So 20.
20 will hit.
And then 24 is going to hit also.
24 also hits.
Okay.
Hey.
Check for a crit.
Yeah, go ahead and... no... Yeah, go ahead and roll again.
Ray is going to pop a reaction to add 1d10 to whatever damage is rolled.
All right.
Nice. How does crit work again?
Just roll another d20.
Oh, just a flat one?
Because you have advantage, it's always good to roll both of your dice, because there is a better chance that you will roll a natural 20 and therefore crit.
Oh, gotcha. Pretty close.
Close.
Alright, well, they're good hits.
Yeah, both your hits will deal damage, and one of them gets an extra 1d10.
Gotcha.
All right. Yeah. Okay, Cirrus. As you see this laying on the ground as a large spectral hand has it pinned, you stride forward, kind of like helicopter blading your staff, and then slam into it, and then do that like turning slam again, just 2 strikes along the blade. And your last strike leaves a resounding clang, and then a crack runs along the blade. And the dark energy that was swirling around it dissipates.
Hell yeah.
Sweet.
Yeehaw.
Aye.
And we will call that the combat.
Cool.
as you see laying before you these two, well, Ark has one, and he's holding on to it, but these two long bone blades, 15 feet in length. One of them lying on the ground, pinned with this arcane hand, the other being kind of held at one end by Ark as he's been dragging it around.
So do we stab them? I ask the group.
The spear, quickly!
I
Would
do
you
think
like
it's
it?
time for the spear.
All right.
Pull out the spear.
Who would like to do the honors?
I mean, I have the spear, so I just stab it with the spear.
Okay. As you walk up, kind of uncertain of what to do, you take the end of this 7-branch spear and just jam it hard into the side of the... well, we'll just say you brought them together, and we'll say you crossed them, and then you jam it in the middle. Yes, Ray?
No, go ahead.
Okay. As you kind of line it up, and you slam in with a lot of force, expecting resistance, but the spear passes through it with hardly any resistance, and you dig the tip of it hard into the stone at your feet. There's a resounding, like, scraping sound, and you feel the blade flex, almost worried it's going to snap. But as it does, you hold, and you see it is pierced straight through both of these. The cracks that have formed on either side of these, creating this, like, cracked X shape around it, begin to fill with warm, golden, divine light. The cracks extend further, and after about 10 or 15 seconds, the cracks completely cover the entirety of these fangs, and then they break apart into golden, basically like cinders from a campfire. Gold cinders, as the energy scatters and then fades. You see all of the blemishing, the rust, the pit marks, the wear and tear of time on the spear seem to fade significantly. There's still some of it, and the blade itself is still, the blade and haft of this weapon are still thoroughly cracked, but it looks to be in slightly better condition.
We're in the void of this world alone with no direction.
Sorry, that wasn't intentional.
That actually took out the stream while you were at it.
That's alright,
Okay.
I'm glad I was recording. Okay, I'm back, sorry. So yes, to clarify, stabbing the spear in caused the two blades to break apart into golden light, akin to cinders coming off of a fire. And the blade itself is reduced in blemishes. The cracks still ever present, but overall the quality of the weapon looking better. And the spear grows slightly warm in your hands for a moment there, Zavis. And then all grows quiet. Yes, Ray.
Just a cute little flavor bit. For as long as the potion lasts, she uses it to hover at head height with literally everybody else.
Is this actually a door at the back of the chamber?
It seems to be you didn't have a chance to look at it. It is not a door. There seems to be some sort of symbol carved into the wall. Some sort of like very complex sigil. Yes, Ray?
Ray would like to take that down in as much detail as possible.
Okay, as you write that down.
I don't think she has photographic memory. No, the feat that she took is not
Okay.
that.
But you're able to get out a notebook and record the thing, because you have plenty of time. Yes, Architect, you had something?
Architect's excited to see someone else flying around, so he's gonna shoot us high up in the room and go, "Hey, Ray, up high." You're a child. Don't act like it doesn't entice you.
No, it really entices her, but she's trying to be taken seriously at the moment. So she very furtively just like looks around, and I'm assuming this happens before like the detailed note taking.
Yeah.
So she's just like floating around people, and when Architect does that, she goes, high fives him, zips down to the fucking symbol, and just corners herself in that little spot.
Yukio.
Yes.
As you are sitting and kind of taking a breather, having gotten pretty heavily wounded during this and coming close to death, the area around you seems to fade slightly. Everything grows gray and muted. You hear your companions kind of muttering amongst themselves, but it's as if you're underwater. The sound is distorted and seems to be taking a long time to get to you. And then there's a sudden intense heat right in the center of your head. You can feel it in both ears and behind your eyes. And you just hear this world-shaking voice that just expresses a single word. Excellent. And as you blink, you feel warmth and you touch, and there's blood. Just a little bit.
Enjoyable as always.
And then your ears pop and you're okay.
Cool.
Ow!
I don't like it.
All right.
Can anyone read those sigils?
It is not written in a language, but you are welcome to make an investigation check to try and discern what it does. Or what it is.
Ray is on that shit.
Yeah, you both can do so.
Hardcore. Ark's gonna head over and also.
Okay.
Might as well join the party.
17.
Okay. Anybody else rolling?
I got a nat 20. You said this is investigation because I think that's a 29.
Holy shit.
Okay.
Your dice are broken.
These red dice are X Games.
In looking at this, Ray, although you are well educated, the architect has a lot more experience with these sorts of things. And as you're looking at it, you realize, oh yeah, no, this is a portal.
Oh.
Oh.
Ark looks for a button.
No button. You looking at it, you're like, oh, this is a portal. It's an active portal.
Oh, well, then I'll probably express it very similar to what you just did. Oh, this is a portal.
Yes, Ray?
Just to Architect. Teleportation circle? Something like that?
To the DM.
It is, for as complex and terrifying as it kind of is to look at, it is something you could literally walk through at the moment. It is a current and active portal. It is not a teleportation circle that requires activation. It is a static, ever-present portal. It will work no matter what. Yes.
He's going to turn to the party. Are we done in here?
Can somebody heal me? And then yes.
Yes.
We should take one last sweep of the room, see if there's anything of value in this ancient place.
I'm gonna use 3rd level Cure Wounds. 1 second.
Yay. We could also check under the water. In the other room and in this room. Just to see.
Where's my D8s?
And investigate the golem.
Yeah.
What's left of it.
Yeah.
I will say one person can head up each of those things. One person can check the water in here, one person can check the water out there, and one person can check the golem.
While Architect and I are just bumming around the sigil, Architect will probably notice just like a little newt head peeking out of Ray's collar from random places occasionally.
Yes, Architect. You notice a little like purple and white newt.
He's going to look at Ray and go, "You do have friends. I knew it."
You newt it.
Ark is also going to pull off his cloak and tell Yuki to come get it.
Do you call me Yuki or do you call me Yukio?
Yukio.
Okay.
Yukio.
That's important.
Alright. So... Yep.
So, do you want me to do perception or investigation for looking for loot?
I would say investigation. And are you checking the golem, the water in here, or the water in the other room? Or just are you looking like generally around?
Yeah, I was gonna look around like the chamber for anything.
Go ahead and roll an investigation then.
Yeah, I rolled a natural 19, so that's a 24.
24. That's actually pretty high. You notice that each of the diasit, like each of the little the things that create the blue light in here, they are made of metal, and they seem to be kind of like 4 very long claws that kind of go up and out. And in the center of them, the thing that lights up is a very long crystal. And as you're futzing with it, you pull on it, and it slides out. And it's probably about 3 feet long, but it is a strange blue-green crystal, or a blue crystal that glows with light. And you can collect 1, 2, 3, 4 of them.
What was I getting from Mark again?
My cloak.
Oh, okay. Your manta ray. Got it. Cool. I'll go out in the other room then.
Okay.
You have 60 movement speed and can breathe underwater.
I know.
Okay, make an investigation
I have
check.
one of these on my other characters.
So fast!
It's so fun.
You can call these 4 long crystals if you want, or long glowing crystals. You do not know what they are useful for outside of creating light for the time being, but they are weird and magical, and therefore could be quite valuable.
Yeah, hopefully some of my spellcasters can identify.
Mm-hmm. Yukio, you were checking the other room?
Yeah, I got a 16.
16. As you go around, you don't find a whole lot. No coins or anything like that. You notice that this room definitely has fallen apart a lot. But down within the water on either side, you notice strange metal placards that seem to be they're almost like grates, and they're highly detailed. And you realize that the metal itself is platinum. And you're able to dig your fingers in and clink, pull them out.
Cool. So I come back with 2 decently sized platinum grates.
Yep. They're about a foot wide each, a foot by a foot, so. And they're an interesting lattice work. They make a complex symbol or sigil, not necessarily a sigil, but a pattern of some kind.
Mm-hmm.
They're very pretty. And they would just need a little cleaning up.
Cool,
right.
Cool.
Any other investigation that you guys would like to do?
I think we had one person head up all of the different locations we've been in.
Yeah. Okay.
So I think at this juncture through the portal we go.
Yeah.
All right.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yes, Ark?
Ark's going to reconfirm that we are done in the area.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I'll hand your cloak back to you. Thanks.
I'm gonna throw it on, hit them with a sassy salute, allons-y, and fall backwards through the portal. I will fucking ruin you!
As you fall backwards through the portal, to your guys' eyes, he just disappears, as if literally falling through some sort of illusion. Ark.
They were talking about portals earlier, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah,
Ark.
Without hesitation, Ray just cat pounces after him.
Ark, You land hard and flat on your back, just air knocked out of you. As you were expecting something slightly different, but it literally was just like trust falling into nobody. And then Ray lands next to you excitedly, her tail kind of twitching back and forth and looking down and seeing you just splayed and cruciform on the ground.
Yukio will just walk through it.
Okay.
Ark will stiffen up and hit them with a hard salute.
As you all kind of march out past seeing Ark just holding the hard salute. As you walk out and you find yourself in a small wooded clearing, and you look over to your, I would say your right from the position you're in, and you see the edge of the lake, about 100 feet or so from you. And that is where we will call the session.
Woo!
Yes,
Since
sorry.
I don't really have the luggage
Not a
capacity
scratch on me.
or the crystals, I'm just gonna like wrap them up in my bedroll.
Okay.
Somebody has a bag of holding, right?
I wonder
We
who.
have at least one of those among us. Architect.
Well, if someone with a bag of holding sees me wrapping these in my bedroll and decides to comment on it, then they can feel free to do so.
All right.
Which way is the direction of the lake? What's the cardinal direction?
You are on the other side. Basically, if the lake is to your right, and just kind of looking around, you deduce that you are on the side of the lake that's opposite the village. So you traveled due east, basically. You hit Hatsu Village, and now you are on the other side of Lake Kuzu.
So if I pointed at the lake, I would say that's west?
Yes.
Okay. That would be his last action. That's west.
Perfect. All right.
I always know which way is north.
Excellent. Well, thank you, everybody who stuck with us. This is a longer episode. It was a lot of fun. I had a lot that I wanted to do, and we've had a spotty schedule. So thank you, and thank you guys for sticking with me.
I've been up for 25 hours.
Yes.
Wow.
Nice.
You should probably go to bed.
Yeah.
Also,
Fred.
before I forget this, everybody levels up.
Yay! Oh my god.
Y'all are at level 11 now.
Oh my god. Unstoppable monster.
Thank you, guys. We will be back next week, I believe, barring any
Yeah.
strange circumstances that come up. But thank you for sticking with us, and we really appreciate you. Have a wonderful night.